You want to say hi? You want to say hi? Yeah, we're just looking at Dad. Look over here. Let's do a twist. We're gonna do this. There we go. Look at all the people. Okay. You just want to go see Dad. We tried. You have stuff. Let me save you. Mwah. You're my good boy, though. You're my good boy. Yeah. You're gonna go curl up in Daddy's Lego room? Okay. Glad we all had this talk and this interaction. Okay, you can go. It's fine. It's fine. There you go. I am now wearing entirely black, covered in Tucker hair. It's great. Anyways, hi everybody. How are you? I don't have my headset on yet. Carl, thank you for the resub. Oh, you did it. Oh, it's 36 in a row. I was like, I missed like a fucking crazy special one. 38. Hell yeah. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Hey, Farron. All right, we got that. We got the tiara. We got this one. We got... There we go. I can hear things. I don't have Discord open. I knew I was like, I was doing all my setup, and I'm looking at my screens, and I was like, something's missing. There's like, I can see too much of my desktop right now. What is it? It's Discord. So that way I can talk to James. So let me get that up. Oh, it's thinking real hard. Okay, great. What's new? I don't give shit. Everything's great. All right, we're good. We're good. We got all the stuff. Everything's great. I hope you all enjoyed saying hi to Tucker. I figured it'd been a little while since he'd been up here, and also this will be the last stream for a little bit. So I figured puppy cam. We finished Persona 5 tonight. What the fuck? What the fuck is that? Farron! Slay! Thank you so much for that 3 months. Thank you. Not just thank you for 3 months. Thank you for 3 months using your Amazon Prime, which, hey, everybody, if you've got Prime, you get a free sub every month. And I would be super flattered if you used it here. But at the very least, use it somewhere, because you're taking money directly away from Jeff Bezos and giving it to a content creator. So, like, if you don't do it for me, do it in spite of Bezos. Do that. Okay. All right, catch up. Yeah, Carl, did you have Chinese again tonight? This is a good question. Hi, Banana. He's in lurk mode. Hey, everybody, it's National Banana Day, apparently. And I actually had a joke for you. I wrote it down. Let me figure out where I put it. Here it is. Okay. Gotta scroll. What would bears be without bees? Ears. What was the one I said to Jeff? Oh! Time flies like an arrow. Fruit flies like a banana. Alright, anyways, I'm gonna drink my drink now. Anyways, here we go. I am struggle busting so hard right now on energy levels. I thought about making like a coffee cocktail, and then I realized what would happen is it wouldn't make me be more awake for the stream. It would just make sure I don't sleep afterwards. So we didn't do... I love Amazon. Hashtag buy local. That's very good. I don't know why that was so funny. Why is this the energy we're starting with? Look, I had a rough Monday and Tuesday with that fucking cursed Zooter seed. Why? Yeah, I mean, Joe, but really, when am I not having a minor breakdown? Truly. Joe, I also, if we want further proof that I know you don't look at Discord, I sent you a message a while ago. And it occurs to me I probably should have just sent it to Jess, but, let me just, hold on, I gotta do some things. I gotta type a message. Anyways, how's everybody doing? It's Wednesday, it's halfway through the week. Sorry, but I'm just happy it wasn't my fault. Fair. Super fair. I got a pre-order for an Ocarina of Time Link Amiibo. Yay! Oh, was there an Ocarina of Time one? Wait. Because there's, like, clearly the new Breath of the Wild one, and I knew there was a Majora's Mask one, where he's, like, holding the Goron mask. Is there a third one? Did I need to get my ass on? Shit. Okay. God, did I send that the right channel? Okay, good. It's a reprint. Okay. I probably have... So, like, because I actually, like, I collect the Zelda amiibos. I have a shelf over there that's got what I believe to be all of them on it. I should, like, find a list somewhere. And so I got panicky that I was missing one. Any hoodles. Any hoodles. Message responded to. Hell yeah. It's not like we can do anything about it right now, but it kept making me laugh. Oh, that's so far away. Oh! We'll figure it out. I will make that happen. I will make that happen. Jeff, if you can hear me, you should come in here and don't react, but I need you to look at my phone. And if you can't hear me, it's fine. Okay. Everything's great. Everything's great. Everything's totally normal. We'll talk later. Alright. Anyways, yes, Zelda amiibos. Yeah, I've got a shelf that's got, like, all of them. It got very full after the last Breath of the Wild, because there were all the champions, and then there was the Guardian, and it's like it's a big boy. So yeah, I pre-ordered the game, and the new Breath of the Wild one, and then the Goron mask holding one, which I guess I'm unclear if that was, I swear I had seen it before, so I don't know if that one's also just a reprint. I should find a list somewhere. I love them. I had one of the first, like, repaint jobs I did one of the original Zelda amiibos. I repainted in one of the Smash Brothers, like, color palettes. I was pretty proud of that. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing, but it just seemed like a fun little project, so I did it. I'd love to do another one sometime. I have a spare Link, one of the versions of Link, that I wanted to do the same thing with, but I could never, like, find colors I liked. And I guess now that I have all my Turbo Dork stuff, I could do something fucking buck wild. Yeah, that's the thing I do with all the free time I have. The Goron Mask one is a reprint? Okay, well, because I don't think I had that one, so I must have missed it somewhere along the way. And now I'm correcting that, so it's fine. Was ignore my naked nail. I specifically, when I painted my nails on Saturday, I put on a base coat. I'm gonna talk shit. I'm gonna name names. I have the Hollow Taco, like, long-lasting base coat, because I always have a problem with my nail polish, like, coming off. Like, it almost immediately, like, starts chipping, and then, like, once an edge lifts, the whole thing just, like, peels off. And I was like, I don't know what's wrong with my nails that this happens. So I was like, long-lasting base coat while I'm getting some of the other nail polishes. Yes, did it. I did this on Saturday, and these nails just peeled clean off. The fuck? I'm very upset. I might be over Hollow Taco at this point. Because also, like, one of the colors like, straight out of the bottle already felt, like, way too thick. And I was like, this is not super working, so. Anyways. So I'm angry about that. So I guess all of these are going to come off between now and vacation time. So I can try to redo them. Or maybe I just try to find cute press-ons between now and when we leave. I don't think there's any I can find online and order and have them be here in time, unfortunately. So, if anybody's got recommendations for press-ons, I would be happy. I want short ones. I have some press-ons that I got a long time ago, but It was like they're medium length, and on model hand pictures, they looked fine. And then I would like go to put them on me, and I was like, how is this medium? How is this medium? I feel like I can't function. So I've been using them sparingly. I still have one of those left, but I need ones that go short. And I want good ones. My child is testing me. Static nails is shit. All right. That was supposed to be two separate messages. Look, God, what was it? Something happened when we got back from walking the dogs, and I ended up saying two sentences in quick succession, so it sounded like they should have gone together, but they very much did not. And it was very similar to that, so I feel you. You like to see the amiibo shelf at some point? I can't, like, reasonably turn my camera. I'm afraid I'm gonna forget, so I'm gonna go take a picture right now. Medium press-ons, or medium same way, Artowigs, or medium. That's a good way to look at it, I think. I'd like that. All right, I'm gonna take a picture of my amiibo shelf. Is this enough light? This might be enough light. Is this my Zelda things? There we go. And we'll do that. And then, okay. Do a picture and I'll drop it in the Discord. That way, immediate gratification for everyone. None of this delayed shit. Chat. Here we go. Amiibo shelf. Alright. Amiibo showcase party in Discord. Yes! Everybody do it! That's being my friends who said, yeah, I love comedy films. Hotel Rwanda. Two separate thoughts. Very much so. Very much. Oh, camera. Hello? Is the camera also falling asleep like I am? Oh, boy. Anyways, I should take a big picture, too. So, like, you can see some of the art, like, on the wall that's, like, at the very top of that picture. There's, like, a bunch of art, like, going up the wall, too. So, including, a wood burning from Wartburg. The one burning you can see a little bit of in the pictures from somebody else. 3 pieces of art that I got from a gallery in Asheville. It was a nerdy art gallery. It's fucking awesome. And then 2 prints that I've gotten from conventions. Anyways, we are so distracted already. I was yelling about nail polish, and now we're talking about art and... You know, what more could you possibly need? Do I have anything else I want to yell about before James is here? I don't think so. I think we'll save the rest of it. Hey, everybody who's... Oh, I need to refill this pen. Everybody who's a Dimension 20 fan, they dropped the trailer for the new season today, and I'm fucking screaming because, I was interested to see what it was going to be since they were having Matt come in. And I don't want to ruin it for anybody else who wants to, like, be surprised or whatever. I never saw this coming in a million years. Just fucking out of the blue, punched me in the face. I'm so fucking excited. So fucking excited. It's gonna be so good. It starts on May 10th, and it will probably be my entire personality while it's running. Child didn't like dinner I made. Cried when I tried to make it. Tried when I tried to take it. I was like, if he's already crying while you're cooking it. Okay, so he's like, I don't want it, but also don't take it. So it's like, it's no take, only throw. Made a quick, cheap, ready meal bullshit for toddlers and had to Indiana Jones it out of there. Has fork, knows how to use it, uses hands, but hates when his hands are dirty, so every couple of handfuls he asks me to wipe his hands. Only to immediately stick them back into his... I feel like I've talked to people. That's the best way to describe them as a person, is that series of events. I feel like I talked to somebody like that recently. I'm sorry. New posted to Discord. I can't wait to catch up on everybody's amiibos when this is all done. Does he... Okay. Sassy, legitimate question. Do you think he would want to impress his Aunt Jen? Do you think if I asked him really nicely to be good for you, if I appealed directly to him, do you think that would do anything? I don't wash my mouse pad. Is that a thing you do, or do you just accept it's dirty? I cannot focus on shit today. It's like dealing with actors. Oh yeah, I've certainly dealt with actors like that. I just gotta expect that from actors, so I wasn't even considering them in my evaluation. I like having my hair. I feel like when my hair is like too far back, and so it looks like I just don't have any hair, it's a bit wild. So it's like, let's be nice and poofy up here. You can try. Hey, buddy! Hi, sweetie! Does he have a cup? Tell me if he has a cup. Can I, or is he locked into a chair right now? I want to know what my options are. We're gonna watch Jen try to deal with a child, which I feel like is easier because she doesn't have to make actual eye contact with said child, but it's also not gonna last very long. Like, I'm wondering if I can entice him with some glass clinkage and be like, okay, now you gotta do it. He does have a cup. He's at the toilet table in the living room. Okay, all right. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Hi, baby! Do you have your cup? Are you gonna drink from your cup? You got your cup? You're gonna drink it? I'm gonna drink from mine. You know what else you should do? Did your mama make some good food? Did mom make you tasty food? Yeah? Is it good? I think you should use your fork. Use your fork for it. I got mine right here. It's a paintbrush, don't tell him. Use that, and then you don't have to, then your hands are clean. We like clean hands, right? Let's use our fork like a big boy. I know you can do it. I'm so proud of you. You can definitely use your fork like the big boy that you are. We'll see. He can get up at his will. And then when you're done, say, Mama, thank you. Okay, the child section's over. I'm really irritated by this one fingernail. At least on this hand, it's most of them. Clapping his fork with his hands. Yay! That's good progress. Good fork. I need to clean up all these dice. I was inking dice at my desk. So I was multitasking. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 sets over here. And I will knock them onto the floor if I don't move them. Once upon a time, I used to be the only one who would get my cousin's oldest kid to eat lunch. She graduated last year. Oh, wow. I'm hoping that she does eat her own lunch at this point. But I guess it is still a question. Hey, should we Persona? Let's Persona. I don't remember where we're at. I think we just discovered the next dungeon. We're in Phone World. There's the place is floating in the sky, so I imagine our next bit is how the fuck do we get up there, or how do we bring it down? Got the part where it was while she was a toddler. I mean, like, I kind of assumed, but I didn't want to, like, continue that assumption just in case. He's not, like, with a fork in his right hand the whole time while digging with his left hand. Okay, well, give him a second fork? Like, would he just go, oh, fork, and then, like, use it by default because he doesn't have any hands left? Would that work? And is it worth at least trying? I feel like it's worth a shot. But, like, we made progress. At least the right hand's not getting dirty, right? Like, I sat back down, I asked him if he was going to use his fork, and he said no. Sweetie, use your fork to eat your food. You should use your fork to eat your food. It would make your mama real happy. It'd make me really happy. It would make your Aunt Jen really happy if you used your fork to eat. Don't use your hands. Yeah, using your hands is icky. You don't want to be icky. Does any of this work? Is this how you talk to children? I don't know. What? We're gonna do the game. We are... My eye is itchy, but I'm wearing eye makeup, so I have to be very careful about how I can't just rub it. I love that there are days I forget I put on mascara, and then I was like, we're like, oh, my eye itches, and then it looks like I got in a fight. Hi, Jess! How are you? We're do this one. Oh, where's my fucking controller? I need that for this game. Oh, there's a wig. I grabbed a wig instead. Everything's fine. Everything's super great. Well, the game didn't unmute. Did OBS mute? No, it didn't. I don't know what fucking happened. Okay, we're fine. We're fine on the bus home from work, so oh, yay! I mean, at least I'm glad you're on your way home from work. That's good. How to grab wig and set a controller. Oh, it's very simple. The last time I wore a wig, it just went on my desk. And then the last time I played a game using my controller, I needed a place to put my controller down. I have, like, dice and pens and whatever everywhere. And I was like, I can't put the controller on those things because I'm going to need those things. I was like, so clearly you just put it on top of the wig. Anyways. Let's do this. So yeah, we found the third place. It's floating in the sky. We'll either figure out how to bring it down or us get up. Student council president is fucking, I can already tell I'm gonna hate her like the entire rest of this game. I have multiple emails. What happened? Nope. None of them are the thing I'm waiting for. There's a thing I'm waiting for, but I can't explain it to you because I have to wait for James to be here. He's gonna want to know the story. You should... Oh, no. Okay, I'm gonna go look now. Oh, so many things are happening. All right. Let's see. Oh, wait, what is that figure? Am I missing another one? Oh, no, that's not an amiibo. I was like, what is this Majora's Mask shit? Good news, you have the Ocarina of Time Link amiibo. I mean, what? Like... I mean, I should... Oh, you're just talking about, like, the one that is the reprint. Okay, yes. I'm pretty sure I have that one. I gotta go look now. I'm, like, 98% sure. Yeah, okay. I figured you said that because you could see it in... You could see it in the picture. Oh, you know what? There's one I think I've seen images of recently that's not over there. I think it's like a Twilight Princess Link where he's like holding the sword at a really weird angle. I don't think that's over there. I'm gonna have to check that. Carl, it's very funny. Sassy, you should definitely look. Okay, game. Game, I'm sitting on my foot again. It's too early to already be sitting on my foot. Don't do that. 65 hours, man. 65 hours. And we're just not getting to the third place. Like, I know some of it is me just being me and getting distracted and being slow, but, like, not that much. Not that much. Okay. Also, I remember, I think it was last stream, I was like, I don't remember these boards being like this. I went back and did a weird twitch in my neck, and now I'm not going to be able to turn my head to the left for 5 years. I was like, I don't think they looked like this. I went back and looked at an old stream where I just found a point where I was in my room. Yeah, no, they've just always looked like that. Suddenly so aware I'm also sitting on my foot. Don't do it! Posture check, everybody! Can I redeem my own rupees? Oh, it makes the audio stop if I do that, I guess. Can I do it? Can I fucking do it? Hold on. Can you guys see it when that happens? Haha! I don't know if you can see it. But I redeemed the posture check! Fuck, everybody do it! Don't be shrimping, don't be sitting on your foot. Joe, between eating chocolate and sitting on your foot, I will let you continue to sit on your foot. That's my response to that. Okay. Cat is sitting, so I think I can go downstairs, but I don't think I can leave the cafe. My back is cracked like 4 times. Because you were sitting on your foot? Is that what that's what I just heard. I don't see any doohickeys. So, can I talk to you? Did you find anyone who will hang out with you at school? We just, like, a few days ago had several of those people over here. You hit on one of them. You let one of them, like, live. You said he could live here for a while, and then he ended up leaving of his own accord. And he gave you a painting. What do you mean, did I find anybody that'll hang out with me? What is this? Gundam-themed cookies? What? What is that? Post a picture of that shit. I still have my death cycle I haven't built. I'm, like, scared to do it. I'm in the bath, I can't posture. I mean, like, okay. Don't sit on your foot in the bathtub. What if, hypothetically, in a world where I'm home alone, I had chocolate chip pumpkin bread? Joe. Joe, stop. Okay, so I can't do that. So I can make coffee. I don't think I can make curry. Because he's still here.
Hey, hey!
Oh, maybe. Okay. Making curry will cause time to pass, but you can make a special curry that restores soda pop. Yeah.
What do you want to do?
Yeah, let's make curry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm cooking dinner. Sure.
Make sure you close up.
Again, I've been living here for like 2-3 months. I got it. I will close up. What the fuck is on the bottom shelf? That looks like a tray of just ground beef, raw ground beef that's been put into a log with like a bay leaf on top of it. I'm essentially a bearded toddler. Jesus, stop. Ugh. Oh, the thing changed. Well, okay, that's fine. Oh, well, no, this doesn't tell me what the cookie looks like. That's just a packet. I want to know what the cookie looks like. So I guess if it's not already open yet, don't open it. But when you do open it, you gotta post a picture what that fucking cookie looks like. Brown pork, something's probably... It is raw and kind of bloody and, like, should not just be out like that. Gordon Ramsay would have a fucking conniption. I graduate in 18 days. What do I cook as my first meal? Ooh. Ooh. All right. Let's all crowdsource this. What should Ashley cook as her, like, first postgraduate meal? What are, like, favorite flavors, kind of, like, do you want, like, do you like something that's got, like, kind of like a more, like, are you more, like, a cheesy person? Are you more acidic? You want something, like, tomatoey? Do you want something new? Like, what, give us a cat, like, if you're, like, the most comforting thing I could consume right now is whatever adjective or description comes to you. Thank you, Ashley. And salmon twice, and they both had bone. They had bones in it both times. Yeah, salmon can be very, very good, but yeah, you do have to watch out for bones. Like, one of our favorite things, we haven't done it in a very long time. Shit, we should do it. Is like a very quick recipe that was like, you ended up with like salmon, and it had like a like honey Dijon like sauce that went over it, and we would do the cute little tiny potatoes and like green beans with it. It's very good. I should do that. Good night, baby. Hold on. Where's my foot? See, this is why you don't sit on your foot, so you can use your buttons. Good night, sweetie. I love you. Mwah. Let's see. How do you make home? Oh, we're gonna see. This is where we're gonna accidentally start a war. Hold on. I have to sneeze. The ginger beer has caught up. I'm good now. So I love you and Blue Kiss. Oh my god, it's so cute. I love it. Okay. So there's a bunch of different ways you can make homemade mac and cheese. I will send you, I'm gonna make myself a note. I will send you my recipe, which I say my recipe. It is Low Mom's recipe. It's fucking tasty. There are some mac and cheeses, people are like, oh, you do this and like you bake it in the oven. Don't do that shit. It dries out the top. It makes it crusty and weird. I do a stovetop mac and cheese that I do it with penne. And you put a little bit of mustard in the sauce, so it's got just a little bit of a tang in it. Where are all of my pens that have ink in them? Here we go. Ashley mac recipe. I will send this to you afterwards. Nope, don't bake it. That makes the texture all bad. Fucking gross. Post pictures of cookies open. All right. It's not a Gundam-themed cookie. Ah, well, at least I had a trading card in it. That's dope. All right, Liz is also on Team Stovetop. It's like mac nudes and cheese goop, but I'll take notes of people actually. I mean, like, you're not wrong. What do you mean, are you crazy? No. non-baked people that get it. No, you don't. I know. You don't want crisp. My noodles should not be crunchy. Should we talk of non-baked? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I just crumbled a relationship, much like the top layer of your fucking mac and cheese. How are you? Why do you want? And look, anything that's dairy, if you do something to it that's gonna put a skin on it, you're a heathen. We're gonna ask James when he gets here if he's a bake or oven. Just to find the next creator clash. Oh. I want gooey cheese noodles. Why would I bake it? Exactly! You know what? I'll take a picture. I will share the recipe with everybody. I'm gonna post it in the fucking Discord. I'm sure Lobom would love to know that her recipe has spread far and wide. No crisp on my noodles. Oh, God. How did we get here? And then I made eye contact with this. Did I see you put fruit in there? Did I put fruit in a curry?
Let me explain.
Grated fruit is frequently used as a secret ingredient in curry? What? Look, Carl, I'm just saying there's a reason you don't own the restaurant anymore. Okay? I'm sorry, that felt really mean. That was very mean, and I do apologize. Look, it was the clear, obvious response. Just crispy mac and cheese. No. Crispy mac. Carl, will you also team pre-ketchuping the meatloaf? Were you also on that team? I'm sensing, I think I'm figuring out a lot of things right now. So anyways, apparently you can add apples to curry. Huh. Apples are recommended due to their fiber. Stewing the apple will bring out its sweetness, balancing the spice of the curry. Well, see, I like the spice, though. Pre-ketchuping the meatloaf dehydrates the ketchup perfectly. No! Oh, okay, so wait, Joe is just everything goes in the oven. Joe is team pre-ketchup your meatloaf, pre-skin your mac and cheese. This is a wild conversation. What happened that made me say that? No! Okay, yeah, see, I'm understanding a lot right now. You can cook it. It doesn't. You don't have to remove its integrity and flavor in order to cook it. There are other options for that. There are other ways to do that without destroying their substance. Like, and I need to be clear, like, ketchup with meatloaf is fine. Pre-ketchuping the meatloaf before it's in the oven is a fucking war crime. Okay, I mean, that was a statement. Joe. Try my crab mac and cheese. Oh, yes. Yeah. Oh, I got guts for this? Was that a one-time thing? Or is that an all-the-time thing? I thought I was making this to bring it into the dungeon so I could get soda pop back. But I just ate it. Oh, man. Shout out to the fucking jail quote. God, was that really 2 years ago? Jail is 2 years old. Wow. Wow. I got decent curry. Cool.
Well then.
That was like a really thinly veiled threat from Morgana.
I've been thinking lately.
Uh-oh! Uh-oh!
About those phantom thieves, I mean. If Dad were still alive... Sorry, I shouldn't bring this up while we're eating.
It's okay. Keep going.
I just wonder if he would have been on their side. That's all.
The only reason you have time to think about that is because you depend on someone else.
That's not...
You don't have to do a single thing, and you're provided with food, clothes, a home. I've had no time to think on such ridiculous thoughts.
What the fuck?
Would Dad have been happy with them? I don't care. He died upholding some lofty sense of righteousness, leaving all his responsibilities on us.
All I was trying to say was...
Isn't it about time you grew up and acknowledged our situation?
I mean, she is also a fucking child.
Right now, you're useless to me.
Excuse me, bitch?
All you do is eat away at my life.
Hey, when we flash forward again, can we just stab her?
Sorry, that was uncalled for. I'm just really tired.
No. You being tired is just the only thing you can blame that on is the fact that you said it out loud. You didn't invent those thoughts because you're tired. That was some, like, true feelings bullshit, and you need therapy, which you don't have time for. I don't care. Fuck you, you're terrible. I already, like, wasn't, like, super big on you. Now, I hope something bad happens to you in this game. Fuck you.
I'll be eating dinner out from tomorrow on.
Wow, sorry, I'm just real tired. I'm gonna never come home again. What? Hey, I know our dad died. I'm also gonna abandon you because you are a burden on me and I can't look you in the face anymore. What? What?
I just remembered.
Okay, there was like a lot to unpack there. Yes, everybody, hey, whenever you're cooking rice, wash your rice ahead of time. Also, I was always on team like, hey, you could just like stove top cook your rice. Why would you need a special fucking rice cooker? And that's the point we got a rice cooker. It is a fucking game changer. Get one if you make rice regularly, even semi-regularly, and like rice is easy. I usually just like keep some cooked rice in the fridge, and sometimes I'll just be like, I'm gonna heat this up and do an egg on it, and like that is a quick infusion of some carbs, starch, and protein. Like, yes, it's fucking great. Do that. Here's the thing, is Makoto still sucks. I feel bad for her, which I have felt bad because, like, fuck that principal and everything. But, like, again, it's the idea that, like, an explanation is not an excuse. Her sister being like that, which it also sounds like maybe that was, like, a new thing for her being like that openly. Like, that might explain why she is, part of why she is the way that she is. It does not make that okay or acceptable, and I'm still allowed to expect better of her. I can sympathize and be like, that sucks, you really have it rough, and I understand that you really have to, like, work for not falling into those same patterns, but I can still be like, hey, it's, like, it would be I could understand how you could end up like that. That doesn't mean I have to be okay with that. Joe banned. Wait, I just saw Joe removed ban on Jen. What happened? I didn't see it happen. What? Did you ban me over the mac and cheese thing? I have to imagine that's what happened. If you have houseplants, rinse your rice and use the water to water your plants. Very good for them from time to time. Okay, that is good to know. I did misread it because you misspelled rice, which is funny. But because you misspelled it in a way that puts it close to the word rinse, what I read was rinse your rinse, and I was like, what? How do you rinse your water? What are you fucking talking about? Anyways, hey, yeah, like, life lesson. You can fully be like, if a real life person that you're dealing with has something shitty going on, you can be like, I understand why you might be acting the way you're acting because of this thing. That doesn't mean you have to flex your boundaries and accept that behavior. You can still expect better of them. You can, like, give them a little bit of grace and handle them with kid gloves for it, but you don't have to accept being a fucking doormat just because, like, well, they're having a tough time. Anyways. Would I abuse my sword to ban you for besmirching our Lord and Savior oven mac and cheese? Yes, you would. Don't forget to water your reset. Oh man. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna make the joke. I'm not gonna make the joke. Because if I say it, Carl will do something bad with it. So I'm just not gonna. Anyways, Phantom Thieves, teacher. She looks so grumpy. Make the jump, Laura would. But here's the thing, is Laura can get away with it because it's, when clips of her saying that stuff get out, it's funny. She's so beloved. I'm a nobody. Joe is very wrong about mac and cheese. Absolutely. I never just like the baking mac and cheese. Especially when somebody would like, before they bake, they would like crunch cornflakes on it. No. No. Stop. Just stop. But yeah, anytime you're gonna like bake liquid cheese so it gets a skin on it, that's just fucking weird. Hey, Carl, what do you think is more likely? That out of everybody here, it's just the two of you that are the normal ones? The reasonable ones? Or maybe you two are the weird ones and the rest of us are right. I do hate watermelon. I do hate it. But I do recognize that that is a weird opinion. I recognize that I'm not the normal one for that. I do think everybody else is wrong. That's, so I recognize it makes me insane. I do think it does also make me correct. Anyways, stealing hearts. You can't do anything with them. Okay, alright, you're taking this way too literally. I'm gonna go for something concrete, clear. Okay, so she's just straight, she's like, I'm not a thief, but if I were, here's how I would do it. It's another kind of metal. It's very valuable in its own way. Alright, it's about to ask me a question. I should pay attention. They're called minor metals, and they're used in many electronics. Okay, yes. Most of you probably have some on your person right now, in your pockets, in your purses.
Give me an answer.
Well, you said electronics. Give me one example of something that most of you have that contains minor metals.
Hey,
That was a weird noise. Cat, shut up, cat. How do we not get caught? Oh, it's raining. Oh my god. Like, that sounds like a sentence you would, like... You just said that was the same, like, tone as, like, you're about to die in the fucking palace. You're just being asked a question in class, which, like, again, anxiety, maybe that... You know what? I take it back. I take it back. I'm with you. Sassy Tiger's apparently old enough to negotiate? Okay. You need to elaborate on that. Like, do you consider becoming a therapist? Absolutely the fuck not. No, do not want. Absolutely no. Here's the thing. Is I appreciate that you think I have good advice. For the same reason I should stop monetizing my hobbies, I should not turn how I think about situations and feelings or whatever into as a monetized thing. It's like, I don't, because then there's an expectation that goes along with it. And I don't want that. And also it's like, there's the idea, there's a conversation I had with a boss at one point. There was a job I was doing where I was essentially the team's like risk management expert for a series of things, and I hated it. And I was like, hey, I really would like to do something else. I was like, I kind of accidentally fell into this role because I was good at it. I don't want to do this. I would like to do like literally anything else that falls in our purview. Literally anything else. And they're like, okay. And so what they did was make me still do the same thing, but then made me do it for just like a different series of products. And it was the one series of products I said, also, I don't want to touch these products because like it was in a medical company and I'm very squeamish. And I was like, I can handle talking about bone saws and whatever, but like, do not give me what is the OR equivalent of a shop vac. I can't read descriptions of that all day long. So it's like, I don't want these products and I don't want this part of the process. Just give me any other part of the process and also don't give me these products. Well, they kept me on that part of the process and gave me those products. And I did that for about 4 months and then I put in my 2 weeks notice. And my boss was shocked. And the only reason I did it for 4 months is because I was like, maybe they'll get me, maybe it's temporary, and I also need to find a new thing or whatever. And I got a new plan. And she was like, I don't understand. I was like, I told you I didn't want to do this, and it made me uncomfortable. I didn't like it. I have been miserable. I have been in your office a bunch talking about getting me moved to something else. She's like, but you were so good at it. And I was like, yeah, because you pay me to be good at it. Like, did I have to be bad at it for you to go, oh, she's serious? No. So, like, the idea is, like, just because I'm good at something does not mean I should be doing it or want to be doing it. Some people are like, oh my God, you're such a good listener. It's like, thank you. I feel like I give an energy, and maybe y'all can correct me. Like, I'm very, like, here in stream or whatever, but I feel like people who, like, know me pretty well. And when I do have the serious moments on stream, like, it's like, oh, it's like, you're a good listener, and you're like, you give good advice, and because of these things, some people will just spontaneously word vomit some things to me, and I appreciate that they feel like I am a safe space, and a person who can offer good advice and offer a good shoulder and all that stuff. But when that becomes an expectation and people just constantly do it, you get it from, like, think about how many people I know. And now imagine all of them feeling like they can and should do that. And it's like, yes, I want to be a good friend. So I'm not going to be like, no, stop, hold on. You got to cut it out. Like, of course I'm going to let them, like, keep venting and whatever. But it's like, that's not good for a person to always be taking that in. And there's a reason, like, therapists are, like, part of that training is like, hey, here's how you, like, kind of, like, compartmentalize, like, separate yourself from these things. So that way it doesn't affect you. And I don't have that trait, so that shit, no. So I deeply appreciate, there are some close friends who, like, also kind of recognize that happens a lot. And just, Godspeed to them for just being, like, when they've got a thing, them messaging me being like, hey, I feel like I need to talk. Do you have space for this right now? And if I say, not right now, they're not upset by it. So I appreciate that they ask, and that they also are like, hey, I ask because I want to make sure you're cool, and if you're not cool, like, I get it. I can take this energy somewhere else for right now and either, like, come back to you later, or, like, or not, you know. God, I love that so much. Getting back to funny haha times, when Carl says no bacon bits on your mac and cheese, thank you. I hate bacon bits. Let's knock my cup over. I hate bacon bits. They're chewy. Bacon bits, I love bacon. I love actual real ass bacon. Bacon bits, by their nature, have been preserved to shit. And they squish. That texture is awful. I don't want bacon bits on my mac and cheese. Fuck you. All right. Anyways, I'm gonna catch up on the rest of the chat. Okay, Sassy's talking about her toddler negotiating. I just had to fucking negotiate down from 2 books plus Snuggles to 1 book plus Snuggles with a stuffed animal he doesn't get to sleep with normally. God, I wish I had a camera for seeing how this back and forth went. Here's the thing, is when you're like, he's old enough to negotiate. Here's the problem, is you don't negotiate with terrorists. He's old enough to negotiate because you were like, okay, this is a negotiation, instead of just going, no. Which I understand. For you, it might be a negotiation. You're like, okay, my choices are find a compromise or he will just scream forever. So I get it. But it's funny to me. It's funny to me over here several hundred miles away. God. Bacon belongs in mac and cheese. Okay, I didn't say bacon was in mac and cheese was a problem. I said bacon bits was a problem. Bits of bacon are different than bacon bits. Hold on, James is calling. Hi, James.
Am I live?
I think so. Hold on. Oh, yeah, the little thing. Okay, it looks good. How are you? How are you?
So, not to do a funny intro because 9 times out of 10 it's silent.
Look, it's been mostly fixed. It's fine.
Mostly fixed. No, how are you doing? Hey, Chad, how are you doing?
James, I have a very important question for you. Don't look at the
42.
chat. No looking
42.
at the chat. No, okay. Let's decide how we think I think 42 means you agree with me. Mac and cheese.
Okay, mac and cheese.
Should it be baked or should it be done on the stovetop?
Yes.
Okay, you have to elaborate.
I think they are both fine, either on the stovetop or baked. If you're going for a particular flavor and crunchiness, I would go for baked. But if you're going for like, I need something quick and utilitarian, stovetop is totally fine for that.
Okay, so what I just heard is like, so it sounds like you have like 2 different like mac and cheese recipes depending on what you're gonna do with it.
Yeah, I usually do. Like if I'm gonna bake it, I'm usually putting some other things in it to give it like a crispier top, almost kind of like a casserole style, but not like full blown casserole. But if I want like a crispy top to it and kind of cut it like almost like lasagna, I'll bake it. But if I'm doing something quick like for the girls, I'll do it stovetop.
I hate that you just. I think you just proved my point for me by saying like cut it like lasagna. I feel like that just did it. Because I'm on team. This is the argument we had while you were gone.
Okay.
I'm on team stovetop mac and cheese. And never baking it. Because the idea, like, if you bake mac and cheese, you get that, like, if you bake loose dairy, you get that weird skin on it. And I'm like, my mac and cheese should be skinless.
Yeah, I see that. Like, if you bake it incorrectly, you'll get that skin. But the way I do my mac and cheese in the oven, the skin, if you will, your description of it becomes crispy like a. No. It's really good. It's really good.
No, mac and cheese should not be crunchy.
Okay, I mean, it can be. Like, if you put bacon bits in it, it becomes crunchy and it becomes really good.
Now you just went to a completely different. Oh God. It's fine. This is fine. Anyways, we're all sharing our mac and cheese recipes in the Discord later. I'm going to share my correct, superior one that is done purely on stovetop.
Okay, that is totally fine. You know, I subscribe to the school of thought that if you find the food delicious, good for you. However that is.
I can't remember. Were you part of the meatloaf conversation last week about whether you ketchup it before you put it in the oven?
I wasn't part of that conversation, but I have put ketchup on a meatloaf before. Not my preferred. It's not my preferred condiment on a meatloaf, but when in a pinch, you make do with what you have.
Okay, no, that's 2 different things. There is ketchup okay with meatloaf? In which case, I'm like, yeah, that's fine. It is the people who put the ketchup on it before it's done baking and put it in the oven with ketchup on it. I have done both things.
Okay. Again, because I didn't have like the usual ingredients to make like the sauce I would normally put on a meatloaf. Ketchup is good in a pinch if you don't have the ingredients.
Okay, now wait a minute. You pre-sauce a meatloaf. You need to explain this.
Okay, you make your you mix your ground meat. You're usually like panko crumbs, and then spices, herbs.
Yeah, you
cheese.
you make a meatloaf, yeah, but you said sauce.
Yeah. So normally, what I would do then is I would put I would use make like a thick sauce, Worcestershire based,
Correct.
and I would coat it with like a brush, and then I would bake it with that sauce on the outside. If I don't have all of that stuff to make it, like if I ran out of Worcestershire sauce, I will use ketchup in a pinch.
Yeah, no, I'm still just stuck on the idea that like I always thought the ketchup thing was fucking insane, but the idea that there could be a different sauce, and like barbecue sauce, I've seen people do that too, but just the idea of like people saucing their meatloafs, just like that's where the hang up is. Like when you're like, oh, and sometimes if I don't have that, I'll have ketchup. I was like, that's fine. Ketchup thing is wrong, but just the fact that there's a different sauce that you prefer to use to pre-sauce a meatloaf before you put it in the oven is like this is where my brain shuts down.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to shut your brain down this early in the stream. I was saving it for 9 o'clock. But
I can't tell I can't think of a good way to ask this question. Why? Why do you pre-sauce a meatloaf?
I think it tastes better.
Because
it's a simple answer.
Well, because
I think
that's the thing that I'm like, okay. I was like, maybe everybody's just got bad meatloaf recipes. Because I'm like, I don't feel like my meatloaf needs a sauce.
That's fair.
I was like, this is delicious. It's all herbed, and I do it with some zucchini shredded up in it, so like it stays moist.
Ooh, that's nice. I like that.
Yeah, it's like it stays moist, and it's got good flavor. So I'm never like, oh, you know what this needs? Something else. So maybe that's it. Maybe I should share my meatloaf recipe and I should share my mac and cheese recipe, and then all will be right with the world. That's what I've learned from this.
That's fine. Well, it's like my family's red sauce recipe, which I have made for you and Jeff before.
Yes.
It originates from basically Italian peasant cooking, and the peasant cooking is you use whatever you can find. So it's usually not a lot of ingredients. Like when you compare that sauce with like a sauce that you would find in an Italian restaurant, there's usually like a lot more butter, a lot more herbs and spices and other things that just like weren't around the part of Italy where my family grew up. I think that tastes really good too. Like I bet if all of those ingredients were around where my grandparents grew up, our sauce would be like that. But just because we don't have X, Y, and Z ingredients to add to it, it doesn't make it taste less bad. Like I couldn't imagine my grandmother's recipe with half the things I find in a restaurant. That doesn't make it worse or better. It's just different. And so like when it comes to like coating the meatloaf with something before you bake it, I am confident that the meatloaf that you make without any sauce on it tastes really good and is very moist. I also think that with certain recipes, putting the sauce on it also makes it taste good in very different ways. And it's not an apples to apples comparison. It's a apples to apple covered in ketchup relationship.
Now I'm thinking about apples covered in ketchup, and I hate that.
Well, it's just tomato on an apple. I mean, it's all fruit.
Okay, all right. Look, I mean, you've heard the thing where, like, intelligence is knowing that tomato is a fruit, but wisdom is knowing it doesn't belong in a fruit salad. This feels like it's got that same kind of energy.
And the charisma is convincing you that it goes, that, what is it, that you can make a salad?
Yeah, it's like, well, I thought the charisma was, like, it's making the case that it's a salsa.
Yeah, there you go.
Or fruit, yeah, one way or another. Anyways, my camera was very blurry for a little bit. I like Lissa's suggestion is that my next adventure should be a cookbook. Be like, here's all the recipes of things that here's the problem, is it's mostly things that I've just taken from Low Mom. So we should pitch Low Mom on a cookbook with my own, like, I think there's like 4 things that she's gotten from me. So we'll add those 4 things in, and those be like Low Mom's cookbook for the community.
Honestly, in all seriousness, I think you should do that. I have been doing that for decades with my grandmother because she doesn't write down any of her recipes. And I'm afraid there will come a day where we don't remember it anymore. So I've been on a crusade for the better part of 20 years trying to write down all of her recipes in a book.
My mom did that with my grandmother because my grandmother is very Italian. And so when my family would like visit them, my mom would try to help her in the kitchen. And my grandmother would be like, oh, let me teach you how to make this. And she was like, okay, you just put some of this in. And I was like, how much? She's like, oh, you know. And then she'd like kind of do like a weird like little shoulder shruggy thing and then just like dump some in.
Now, if she gives a shoulder shrug at a 75-degree angle and Venus is in retrograde, it means it's a tablespoon.
I'm going to share that with her and see if that suddenly puts a lot of other things in context.
Yeah. Well, it's funny when Jamf and I were like newlyweds, we were working on making my grandmother's minestrone, and she was on the phone with us and like kind of like coaching us through it when we were in Nashville. And like we made it and it came out, it was just so like, it tasted like tea. Like it didn't have any like broth to it. You know what I mean? Like we put everything in, it was just missing something. And like, Grandma, like the minestrone, it's like really weak. It doesn't taste like there's any like broth to it. She goes, oh, well, did you put the stock in? And I'm like, you didn't tell us to. She goes, oh, well, you put the stock in, that's why. I'm like, okay. So like every recipe, like I won't commit to writing it down until we can replicate it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, we got it. But there are so many times where she'll just forget to tell us like a very important step.
Incredible.
Yeah.
I'm catching up on chat. It's like thoughts on bell pepper or meatloaf. I've never done it. I imagine it'd be fine. Like you'd put chopped up onion in it, so why not also put some bell pepper? And then like my dad's meatball recipe, there's green pepper in it, green bell pepper. So like, what is a meatball if not just tiny meatloaf?
That's true.
So
I don't know about your family. My grandmother makes meatballs the size of baseballs.
Yeah, my dad definitely prefers to do them like pretty honking big. When I make the recipe, I will make them a little bit smaller just because I'm just like, this is... Because it also feels better. It's like, oh, instead of just getting like 12 big meatballs, it's like, we have 24 meatballs. Like, I got leftovers for days with this.
Yeah, my grandmother makes them so that there is no way you can put them in a hoagie. You can't. There's no way you're making a meatball sub out of these unless you're using an entire loaf of bread as the sandwich.
I mean, like, look, you do you. No judgment. I'm trying to figure out what Ashley's talking about. I thought you controlled how crumbled your bread is when you crumble your loaf of bread. What are you talking about? What is happening with that? Sassy Toddler is having a hard time going to bed, so that's fun. I am kind of disappointed he's not shouting apple or something else insane, though. Give him the dog. Let him cuddle with the dog. Don't let him cuddle with the dog. I imagine Gabby would not like that for very long, but it's going to be great. I have no idea what Liz is talking about. So that's fun. I don't know what happened with the TikToks this afternoon. Especially because you said, speaking of energy, I'm, like, worried now about that. Okay, anyways.
She's just talking about mass and acceleration? Is that, maybe that's what she's talking about?
Maybe. I don't think we could be that lucky, though.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on. The Brennan Sam TikTok. Oh, no, it's... Like, okay, what are you talking about? Because, like, Liz, you were there before. She's talking about that, I posted that video in the Discord, like, a week or two ago of Brennan, like, losing it. Brennan and Sam, like, where, like, Sam is like, oh, like, everything is a Netflix now. And, like, Hulu is a Netflix. Like, that thing?
Yes, I remember that
one, yeah. So, like, I posted that on Discord, and then we had our whole complete breakdown of just chaos happening. And that was a while ago. And one of the two of them, maybe it was Liz, I don't remember. One of them sent it to me today, and they're like, I feel like this has big, big, kind of like energy of like you and James, like James's Brennan here. And I was like, yeah, we already did this. I'm so convinced we already did this.
Are we in Groundhog's Day?
That's what I thought. So I don't understand why Liz is like, we should talk about it. Because we already did, and I know Ashley apparently missed it, but it's in Discord. She can just scroll up.
Oh, I mean, Jen, you know no one does independent research to make sure something hasn't been posted. I mean, we were around during the forum age. You know no one ever checks beyond page 1 to see if their topic has already come up.
Yeah. God. Anyways.
Anyway, well, let me try to bring us back on the topic. I actually have a bullet point on my list that's kind of close to cooking.
Okay, we'll do that, and then we'll get back to our voice acted cutscene.
Okay. Jen, let's talk about measuring ratios for
Okay.
cooking. So I love making French press. I like grinding my own semi-hard beans to my preference when I make French press. And sometimes the bag of whole beans will tell you like how much water to add to the coffee that you grind up, which is very helpful.
Yes.
So this one bag I was looking at, I didn't read it. I just looked at the picture, and it had the picture of the French press, and it said 1:15. I'm like, okay, 15 parts water to 1 part coffee. That sounds about right.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then right above it, it says ratios for brewing coffee, and it said water coffee.
Okay, someone made a boo-boo then.
Like at first I'm thinking, oh, someone made a boo-boo, and then I started doubting myself. I'm like, is there something I'm missing? Like, are they like talking like 1 cup of water to like 5 teaspoons of like? Is there
you got in your own head about it. Fuck.
I got in my own head about it, and I'm like, no, I think they just made it. I just think they messed up.
They made a fucky wucky.
They did. I didn't say that out loud because someone stole away. So, but thank you for saying it for me, Jen.
You're welcome. I'm so sorry that I spoke. I know you can't say that kind of stuff in front of just a middle wife. So.
Yep. That's it. That's it. Her delicate ears cannot possibly hear such language, especially from my mouth.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it would shock her.
It would. She'd get the vapors and pass out. Anyway, let's hear our lovely voice acting.
Yep.
Not his, but.
If only we could contact the real Kanashiro.
Oh no, he's right behind you.
Hey kid, you looking for a job?
What?
Fucking Christ! I don't want this.
Nothing in particular. I just saw you all together here.
Okay, but we're like in a train station. Like, what do you? You have to have been following us. We already know you have been following us. Like, we've seen you repeatedly.
Huh, that's so.
Like, do you want us to do the thing or not? Because if you keep interrupting us, like, you already fucked up the information gathering once. Like, can you go away?
You seem to be having quite a bit of trouble.
Oh, because you did better? What the fuck?
So you're here to check up on us? You may be the student council president, but when it comes to what we do, you're useless.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Fuck. I know they did this on purpose to mirror the conversation we just saw between her and her sister, but that is low. That is so low. Oh my god.
Useless?
Oh my god. The pain.
Just in case you forgot that scene, here it is.
Which in like real time would have been literally 3 minutes ago. We've just been talking about meatloaf and coffee.
Again, I'm convinced that they made this game with its pacing because they knew people would be streaming it and would forget previous conversations.
God.
All you do is eat away at my life.
To be frank, yes.
Oh, Matt
Stay
Mercer
on your
is
high
even
horse and
agreeing.
watch.
God.
Or do you want to eavesdrop since you're so good at it?
So you wish to get in contact with Kanashiro? That is what you were just discussing, weren't you?
Okay, well, this is not doing a lot for your eavesdropping reputation, but yes.
It seemed you just needed to find out where he is.
Hey, you don't gotta answer her honestly.
You don't have to confirm it by saying that.
Just the good girl type to push over.
Right now, you're useless to me.
Okay, we literally just saw this flashback 30 seconds ago.
Just in case you went on break a minute ago.
What was that?
Fine. I'll help you meet Kanashiro.
Okay, I'm kind of worried about how you have that direct fucking line.
What exactly is she planning on doing?
Something stupid. I can guarantee that.
She had a dead
No,
serious look in
no
her eyes.
teenager in this game has done anything stupid to date.
Does this mean she has an idea as to where Kanashiro may be?
It's actually my uncle.
I highly doubt that.
Uncle Kaneshiro.
Uncle Kaneshiro killed my dad, and
He killed my dad and married my mom, and now he's ruling Denmark. Okay, this is getting too weird. This is... Please. When did Hamlet start?
What is up
yeah,
with
don't let her go alone. Whatever it is she's doing, she needs supervision.
There are way too many people here.
Okay, well, it is a city.
The city of 32 million. How are we gonna find her?
Hello? It's me. Makoto needs
Okay, you didn't need to, like, introduce yourself, but alright.
Just stay on the phone and listen. Make sure you record the call as well.
What?
Huh? Who is it?
Nobody!
Do you guys know Kaneshiro?
What? That idiot! What you doing?
What I said, something stupid.
I heard I could find someone named Kaneshiro if I came to Central Street.
Central Street.
She's being too rash.
Yeah, she is. Did I put my phone away, you fucking idiot?
What are you getting at?
Oh, I love the
He's
tracksuit.
blackmailing the students at Shujin Academy, is he not?
Like, I mean, among a bunch of other people, but yeah.
Tell him if he doesn't want me talking to the police about it, he better agree to meet with me.
Oh my god! This is, like, more stupid than I expected. Like, they could...
You got a death wish or
Yeah,
something?
exactly. He is correct. It says pierced man. I see no piercings, so now I wonder about where they are.
You gotta ask questions, kid.
He says he'll meet you. Get in.
Oh my...
You better be taking me to Kaneshiro.
Yeah, I think they're taking you to a river and they're gonna get you some new cement shoes along the way.
He said get the
Ooh,
fuck
Gucci
in.
cement shoes.
Hey, wasn't that...
It's the guys that messed with us the other day. So they were connected to Kaneshiro.
Is she still on?
Contact Kaneshiro-san. Tell him we got a good one.
Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that.
Where are we going?
Yeah, I guess we can't do anything to her if she's Kaneshiro-san's customer.
Hey, I asked a question here. Where are we going?
We gotta go after them.
Ah, yes, we're just run after a car.
Ryuji, get a taxi.
You'll what?
Okay, I've got their license plate. My sketching skills have come in handy.
I don't know what your sketching skills have to do with, like, writing down a license plate.
Well, you know, you write something in a hurry and you can't read your own handwriting. Is that a 7 or an L? I don't know.
Fair, I guess. Oh, fair, and that's like the best kind of neighbor mistake to have.
No. But, I mean, honestly, like, think about it. Like, that's not, like, alphanumeric. Those are Japanese kanji. That's a lot harder to get. It's like, can you read the license plate?
Oh my god!
Ryuji!
Everyone here is fucking idiots.
Hurry up and get in.
So, you're seriously the student council president of Shujin.
That's not at all what I would have expected this man to look like.
Were you thinking more of Giovanni from Pokemon Red and Blue?
Well, I guess, yeah? Wow.
You know what happens to anyone who snaps at me, don't you?
Oh my god, that fucking face.
So, whose number is this? Your boyfriend?
Oh my god.
What in the world?
Who the fuck
We
are you?
just walked right in? What? Okay. I got a lot of fucking questions.
You know what I'd like to imagine? This is at the same karaoke bar you were at last week, just like across, like on the other side.
Nijimu-san.
Oh boy.
What the hell'd you do to her?
Oh my god.
Hey, boss, why don't we just let kids run into our building? Like, shouldn't we have someone outside? Like, no, let them in.
You got followed, you dumb shits.
By a bunch of kids in a taxi, no less. Oh, that was not what I expected.
Holy moly!
That bag you saw the other day, the crocodile one, how much was it?
About 3 million. For reals?
Better thank those guys.
What?
I'm royally pissed right now. Can you tell? You know how spending money relieves stress?
I don't. Oh, sure. Yeah. Sure. Let's go with that. I don't think that's usually how, like, retail therapy works to, like, for dealing with feelings, but sure.
It's you goddamn brats.
Gotta support the
sneaking around
economy.
like dogs and barging in here like you own the joint. See this
Well, no one
empty
really stopped
space?
us from barging in.
I'm so pissed that now there's a 3 million yen gap here. It pisses me off even more if I don't fill it up. I'm a perfectionist.
Then it doesn't seem like spending money to relieve stress is working for you. It's just like it's the opposite. What's your point?
So, good luck.
What is that supposed to mean?
Hey, just like grab her and fucking leave. They have seen our faces, which is bad. And you did also speak her name out to her, which is also not good. Oh!
Come on, you all look so tense.
That's worse.
I think I'll call it debauchery of minors at a club.
Oil on
Can I
canvas.
send this to your school?
That's...
I mean, you're not in the
I got
picture, so
booze
it's
and
fine.
snakes in the shot. Maybe some drugs too. Ah, this is so hilarious. I feed on dumb shits like you. Understand, pretty little student council president. Now listen up. Run your mouth to the police, and I'll break all of you, starting with your families. I want to give you the usual month, but well, you have such a large group here.
Give us a month to do what? Give us a month to not say anything? That feels like they wrote two different ends of the story. Like they built a bridge starting on both ends and then got to the middle and went, this doesn't line up. How do we do this? And that's the sentence they landed on.
And that's the sentence they landed on.
Let me guess, you're gonna give me 2 weeks?
3 weeks.
Oh, 3 weeks!
3 million yen.
Oh.
No less.
Okay. That makes a little bit more sense.
Here I am just sitting over here with perfect hindsight, just whistling to myself, like, yeah, how are they gonna bridge this gap, huh?
The
Oh,
3
man.
million yen. Alright, that makes more sense now. Oh, boy. Hi,
Yeah.
goddess.
You know, not much of a problem if you're playing on New Game Plus and you brought all your money over from your last game.
Oh my god, is that really a thing you could do? Just be like, here's 3 million?
I really wish it was. Like, I wish they had thought about that and he would take it and go, all right, what about like another 3? Like, he would just like, keep having... Like, I came into my New Game Plus with 6 million yen. I'm like, yeah, okay, I could give you 3 million. There's no problem. You know, let me count it out right now. It's all in singles.
Oh, that would have been funny.
Summer bonuses are around the corner, you know. It'll be easy if you beg your mommies and daddies.
I don't like the way he said daddies.
Now get out of my sight. I'm about to have some fun.
What? To hell with that!
Nope, shut up, leave. Shut up and leave.
Don't bother with him. Makoto's safety is more important right now.
I have a fake gun.
This group is full of fucking idiots. What did she think was gonna happen?
Who knows?
This was worse than
I'm
useless.
so sorry. I didn't mean to drag you
True,
in.
No!
but you've made progress.
She's like, I didn't mean to drag you in like this. No, you very literally were like, I'm gonna go straight to Kaneshiro. Here's all, like, keep track of me. Like, you literally did drag us in like that. Like, in a very literal sense. Like, very intentionally.
I don't know why I got so surprised about how upset you are, but I choked on my drink and it burns so bad.
I'm sorry.
It burns all of my sinuses. I am beginning to tear up. It burns real bad. I mean, it burns so good. So smooth. Oh,
must
it's lingering in my
You should have
nose.
easily imagined this happening.
Thank you, Mercer.
Hey, Yusuke.
He's right, though.
I was so caught up in trying to be useful.
Now I see why your
If
sister
Aunt-
said the shit she
if-
said.
Blame game.
If Aunt didn't call me useless, I wouldn't have snapped. It's all Aunt's fault.
Oh, there's a fuzzy floating in the air near my eye. Okay, I think I got rid of it.
I'm gonna cause trouble for Sis, too.
Yeah, that should have been... Look, your sister kind of sucks, but also, like, considering that she's literally a lawyer, maybe running straight to a mob boss in any capacity was not a good idea.
Maybe you could have started with a different mob boss. You know, kind of work your way up. You know, kind of do a trial run with like a petty mob boss. Yeah.
God, dear Lord.
Like you don't go straight into the major leagues. You know, you got to work your way up. Usually through college, minor league.
Sis?
My older sister has a commendable job, and she's a much more remarkable person than me.
Because she's also much older and she's had more time to, like, do shit. She has gone through the school stuff and done the things.
A lot
This would be a
happened
great
after we
time
lost our
for your
father
character to go,
years
wow,
ago.
I hope I never meet her in person for a long period of time.
But I'm still a child, so all I am is a burden to her.
And that's why you were so reckless?
Really great way to prove you're not burdensome qualities.
I just wanted to be useful in some way to someone.
You know, I might not get your whole situation, but ain't it a bit off saying that you're useless to her?
It's the truth, though.
She said it.
Particular-
She's a lawyer. She doesn't lie.
I have to apologize for what happened to you. Now that I think on it, the truth about Kamoshida must have been covered up by the whole school.
What do you mean now that you think about that? Was very well established after it all came to light. That was not a secret. And that was 2 months ago. For like a star pupil, you do not have a lot going on in your thinker box.
I had my suspicions, but I couldn't do anything about it.
But now that you had suspicions about a mob boss, you thought sending other students to deal with it was right, like, absolutely the way to go.
Yeah. Well, you know, you're distributing the blame. Now it's not just you.
Unreasonably angry at this.
No, I didn't do anything. Had I cared enough, I could have done something. People like me must really be what others call scum of the earth.
Real scum wouldn't call themselves that.
Huh?
Again, we're having this conversation on a public street. There are at least 3 other people nearby that I can see.
Evan, the creepy guy up on tell yes, keep
I'm the same. It's just like you said before. I was closest to Shiho, but I didn't do anything. Besides, Kamoshida's the one to blame. Shiho understands that, and I do too.
So by this analogy, your sister is the one to blame.
Sounds good to me. I hope it cuts back to the present and that's how we all decided you're to blame, prosecutor lady.
Right? Like I know I said a while ago that this feels like because of like how I got caught. I was like, I was doing all kinds of crazy acrobatic-y shit, and so that felt like that was actually probably a dungeon. And I was like, I made a comment about it being hers, and like that, this is starting to feel like maybe that was more on the mark than I realized, potentially.
Not a place to belong either.
It's either hers or it's her boss's. But we'll find out.
Me either?
We won't let anyone fall
Me
victim
talking
again.
like caveman?
Taking Yoda lessons.
Now, what should we do from here?
Well, I have to go work at the ramen shop a whole bunch, is what I've just learned.
Sorry, yeah, we gotta make 3 million. Why don't we have a car wash, everyone? Good old-fashioned car wash.
I'll do something about the money.
Uh-huh, and what is that gonna be?
Can we please just drop the case with Kaneshiro?
No can do. We're all caught up.
Yeah,
in
like, he
this.
has our picture. Like, here's the thing. He's got our picture and shit. I get the distinct feeling that even if we did come up with the 3 million, that threat's just going to continue in perpetuity. Like,
Yeah,
that doesn't...
Yeah, that's the thing with blackmail. It doesn't really go away.
Yeah.
So remember, kids,
Have you
don't
rushing
ever
things
pay
on your own
blackmail.
and making the situation worse.
Yeah, look how that turned out the first time.
Yeah,
If only we
exactly.
could do something about that bank.
Oh, you can't say... You can't... She's gonna be like, what bank? You can't say that! Ryuji, I swear to fucking God.
Ryuji!
And everyone is on the same wavelength as Jen.
Oh, right. The bank. She isn't useless at all. She may be our key in.
Okay.
Why is your cat meowing?
God.
Hear me out, you guys.
Our key in? What do you mean?
Okay, she is now exactly watching us have an actual conversation with this cat.
Jen, I have seen you have
cat?
conversations with your dogs.
Are you all okay?
Okay, I'm glad she had this reaction to it. Like, here's the thing. I haven't had a full conversation with a dog. I've said something like I've asked a question, and I go, yeah, huh? And that's it. I didn't respond to a thing they didn't say.
Well, how do I know they didn't say it and you heard them?
Oh, boy.
We've become Kanashiro's targets. That means we've become customers of Kanashiro's bank.
I see. The reason why we couldn't enter before was because we weren't considered his customers.
Again, having this... Oh, see, there's another couple back there. So, yeah, there's 5 people. Hey, stop talking about this right here.
And wouldn't you say that she, in particular, is a special customer?
I don't like
Let's
this.
take her with us. She is responsible for our current situation.
Oh, God.
Whoa, I don't follow this at all.
That doesn't surprise me. For, like, so many reasons.
Such a good sprite,
risked her
though.
life
Just
doing something so
Ryuji
reckless.
blanking.
At the very
Ryuji
least, she
EXE
has the right to
failed.
know. Won't you come with us?
What? Wait, to where?
You didn't ask the fucking other dudes before you got in the car where they were going.
It's alright, they had candy, though, so
Yeah,
it's totally
where are we
okay to get in
going?
the car with them.
Beats me.
What do you fucking... What do you... What do you mean, beats me? Why is everyone acting like they don't understand how this works?
Because you're streaming the game, and it might have been a few months since you've been in a palace.
It's Fox.
Be quiet. The shadows are going to notice us.
A monster cat?
I'm not!
A monster or not a cat?
That's Morgana, the cat that was in his bag. This is what happens when we
This
come
guy's
here.
bag right here.
Voice. Takamaki-san?
You can't tell me her hair is the same. You can't tell me that you followed that. You were next to them and everything changed for like it changed how it looks, but like you were next to these 4 people a second ago and the hair is kind of a dead giveaway. You can't tell me you're confused by this.
Where are we?
That's a thing you can be confused about. I will allow that.
Thank
We're
you.
inside
Thank you, teacher.
Kanashiro's, well, the world inside his heart.
What?
It's another
We're in the
reality
aorta.
in which
What?
Kanashiro's distorted desires
We
are
magic school
materialized.
bust this.
Another reality?
It's floating in the air. This is reality? My goodness.
Thank you, Sassy.
I'm sorry, it's just...
But since this really exists, I can't doubt it.
Well, that makes you better than half the Republican Party, so...
Oh,
I usually don't want to bring politics into stuff, but I'm feeling sassy today, so I'm gonna go with it.
there you go.
Is it like the application of optical illusions in social cognitive psychology?
That's something we have no idea about.
I see. So stealing one's heart... That may be like overriding
I like
their
that they've had a
cognition.
long enough conversation that Ryuji had to give himself a big old sit.
I think I kind of get the logic behind it.
Ain't she more amazing than you?
What? Oh, you're talking to the cat. Okay, that's fine.
We're about the same.
No, definitely not, but like in completely different ways that I think anyone in this conversation is implying.
Then, does that mean there's an ATM version of myself somewhere in this world too?
That'd
Perhaps.
be wild to meet yourself.
Oh, yeah.
We can change Kanashiro's heart and make him confess if we steal his treasure. If it all goes well, that is.
We'll make it go well. Everyone will notice us for sure if we take someone like Kanashiro down.
Stop, I'm begging
Our
you.
justice will also become resolute.
Yeah, see, that's how all this started, was the whole, like, doing the right thing. Don't be like, and then we'll be famous!
Think we'd
That's
be able to
right.
give courage
You should
to those
always
in
do
need
it
if
for
happens?
justice first. Go for Seal. Woo. Justice.
For the sake of those in need, huh? You sound like my father.
Oh, we're just really gonna keep doing, like, these vague references to this until, like, we ask what happened. And the first time you go, I don't want to talk about it. And you're gonna make another comment. It's like, hey, but seriously, like, what happened? You're like, I want to talk about it. And then you're gonna have this big dramatic thing in the middle of this dungeon, and that's gonna be where your persona shows up. And then we're all gonna find out just enough to go, that's fucked up, but not enough to actually know the full story. And then we will get the full thing after we're done.
Well, thanks everyone. We'll see. We'll see you next week.
Your father?
Oh, here it goes.
No, don't.
Okay, first part! Fucking mark it off the list!
You want to go to that bank?
I don't know why you're still
Let's go.
surprised that the game anticipates what you're going to say and then puts it into the game.
Okay, so because here's the thing, is because there is kind of the confirmation bias going on here, because there are other things that have already happened in this stream where I went, oh, blah, 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 and then like, a different thing happened, the opposite thing happened. Like, when we were doing, like, the whole chase thing, trying to get back to Mikoto and whatever. There are things that I've said that aren't always the true thing of what ends up happening. So for me, it is still exciting when it's like, when I do nail it.
Okay. I just think it's happening more often than random chance.
Oh, for sure. I do think I'm just, like, super smart and really good at this. But
I also think you're super smart and really good at this.
thank you. It's still excited. I think I can still find joy and excitement in, like, the confirmation of that thing. Especially because I do suffer from imposter syndrome out the ass. So just, like, more like, hey, I was actually right about the thing. Fuck yeah. It's always good. It's good to bank that.
Jen, as someone who suffers from imposter syndrome,
Uh-oh.
allegedly, is it a compliment? Is it a helpful thing or not helpful thing to say, hey, do you think you're good enough to suffer from imposter syndrome?
Oh my god, why would you do this to me? Because I've had that voice too. It's like, it can't be like, oh, so you think you think it's worth feeling like you faked it into, like, being considered among other people that are good at the thing? I've had that before. Don't do this to me. Completely different note. I did see someone earlier ask what is the opposite of imposter syndrome, and I've been thinking about that a lot, and I do not have an answer.
Isn't that the Kerning-Douglas effect?
I know what that is off the top of my head, but you should explain it for everyone else.
So that's when you're so dumb but confident. There's no way that you can physically or mentally have introspection to realize and check yourself on how bad you actually are at a situation.
That's the thing. I knew I didn't realize. I couldn't remember that that's the name that phenomenon had. I do think, yeah, that probably it. My camera's fucking blurred. My camera is doing that fucking effect right now. All right.
So
yeah.
Look, you know what we need to do? We need to build a D&D-esque alignment chart and have imposter syndrome in one corner, and then Kerning-Douglas in the other opposite corner.
Okay, yeah, we should do that. Yeah, we'll figure out what that whole chart looks like. Yeah, that's probably the opposite of imposter syndrome.
And then true neutral is just well-adjusted.
I just like Sassy's answer. What's the opposite of imposter syndrome? A white man?
Banana came in. Dunning-Kruger effect. Thank you. I know I was getting part of it wrong.
Oh my god. So good. That was so funny. God, nothing will be funnier than that the rest of the stream. Hey,
All right.
that
Well,
did.
good night, everyone.
Yeah, I guess we gotta just pack it in. I do.
As the resident white man vocalizing the stream right now, I got nowhere to go.
Oh man. Oh, goodbye. What are you doing?
For real?
Oh, what?
For real?
Oh, shit.
It came to us.
It's just as I calculated. You know how you can use your card to get into banks during after hours?
What?
I thought that I'd be able to get
You know,
in.
that totally normal
I
thing.
have the same identity as such customers. I'm Kanashiro's source of revenue, after all.
Ah, that makes sense.
Wow. This place is huge.
I rarely gotta go to the bank, so this is making me kind of nervous.
Being in a bank with costumes like these is so obvious. We're totally robbers.
Oh my god, are we gonna come up with different costumes? Are we gonna have to, like, disguise ourselves?
You got that
You're gonna
right.
Metal Gear Solid this and just put like an ATM box over
Oh
you.
my god, that'd be great.
It seems there will be a lot of shadows from here on. Huh? What's that about?
Enemies attack us here.
I see. I've trained in Aikido. Don't worry. I can defend myself.
Oh, sweetheart.
Self-defense won't do much good against shadows. But then again, it's better than nothing.
Yeah,
We
no,
have to
I
wait
don't know
for
about
the
that.
fight, don't we?
I think that actually is worse than nothing, because if you have nothing, your immediate instinct should be to run. But if
Yeah.
you think you can hold your ground, then you're not running from danger.
Yeah.
I will be useful for you.
Okay,
guys.
like, you've the last time you tried to prove that point, we all ended up in a load of shit. So, like, don't. Just, like, don't. Super, though.
Just don't. Just don't. Yeah, just don't.
Come on.
There we go, different disguises. Incredible.
Let's do it.
So,
Hey, save your game.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna do this right now. Also, my cup is empty.
Okay.
Do you wanna break or do you wanna vamp?
I can vamp.
All right, I'll be back in a second.
All right. Hey, chat, I have a question for you, and I'm going to ask Jen this when she gets back, so everyone get your answers ready and queued up. How much water does it take to make an island? So the genesis of this question was I was taking the Just the Middle daughters on a walk, and there's walking paths all throughout our neighborhood, and part of the path will go next to we'll call it a very small river. And we got the pretty good rainfall over the weekend, and there was just a speck of land right in the middle of the river. And one of my daughters pointed, goes, "Look, an island!" And I was thinking, yeah, I guess that is an island. There wasn't a lot of water to get to it. Like, I could walk to the island. I could ford the river quite literally to get there. So I was wondering, like, from a definition standpoint, so like both from a definition standpoint, how much water makes an island, and then from a practical standpoint, like, what's effectively an island? Like, you know, get the textbook definition out of there. What's your definition of an effect? List enough to surround land. Rhaegar is coming in with enough water to make the island feel alone. Oh, that's poetic. I like that. That would be something you should describe in like an art gallery. Like, you look at a piece of art and go, that island feels alone, as you stroke your pencil mustache and fix your beret. Ashley says, any amount of water. Metric, it's surrounded by water. It's an island. Shrug. Sassy, enough to surround a piece of land that stays above said water over high tide. Oh, I like the technical definition there. Farron, I know there are areas classified as islands that can be walked to, so depth isn't the metric. Yeah, I think on like from a pure definition standpoint, yes, if it's completely surrounded by water of any depth, technically an island. For me personally, I think an island is an island if the water is deep enough that you could not ford it from the shore to the island. Like, if you have to swim because you can't touch the bottom, it is an island. But if it's something that, like, my ankle will get wet, technically an island, sure. But in my mind, it's still a part of the mainland that just has a little trickle of water interrupting the path. Arl going straight to Webster's. And I know that because I may have gone to Webster's when I put this on my post-it note for tonight. I know there's an island in France where they built a monastery, and at low tide you can walk. You have access to the monastery, but then at high tide it's completely enveloped, and you cannot walk there. You would need a boat to get to the island. I can't remember what the name of the island is, but it's in France and it's beautiful, and I would love to see it someday. Baron was once on an island next to Oprah, and a friend of yours threw mud at her yacht.
Okay, that was a wild sentence to come back to.
Hi, welcome back.
Hi.
I don't know if you had your headphones on or not.
I did. So I'm going to specifically not... I know you said that someone posted the actual definition, so I'm specifically not looking at chat. So I can just go with, like, my feelings on it before I'm tainted by something else.
Tainted by the truth.
Yeah. So I'm sitting on my foot again. Stop doing that. I feel like the literal definition would have to be like island is like it is completely surrounded by something else so like land surrounded by water is an island. I don't want to like be so specific to be like it's like we're just talking about the geographical things. It's like it's got to be completely surrounded by something else and not connected to more of its own thing. And I did like Sassy's addendum of the high tide thing, with the idea of like at low tide it could just fully still be walked to. I feel like as far as like if you're talking about geographical, like straight up like a piece of land kind of thing, I like Sassy's. That's probably close to what I would go with. Yeah, the idea that like I feel like it can only really be an island if you couldn't, like you said, also, like, couldn't walk to it. So I think I'd combine your two and be like, at high tide, if you can't walk to it, it's an island. Is probably what I would go with. Now, you'd have to try to decide, like, well, maybe you could walk to it, but I couldn't. Like, now we're getting a weird pedantic bullshit, and we're not doing that. But I feel like that's kind of the realm I would go with. So I think I could point at something like the piece of land in the middle of your flooded path and be like, that's an island, but I wouldn't label it an island on a fucking map.
Right. It's like a rectangle, a square could be a rectangle, but a rectangle can't be a square.
Yeah.
That, like, technically you're correct, but like any person who sees that would immediately say, oh, that's a rectangle.
Yeah.
Cool.
I just used a paintbrush to mix my drink, so there we go. That's where we're at. It was a clean paintbrush.
Okay, that you answered my follow-up question.
I used the stick end. I didn't put the brush end into it, but I used the handle part to give it a good little stir.
Oh, there you go.
I do that a lot.
What are you drinking tonight?
I'm drinking one of my kickin' mules. So it's a mule that's made with a specific mix. It's like a Mexican chili syrup from Pink House Alchemy, I think is what it's called.
Great name.
And they do a bunch of different syrups. I have a hazelnut syrup from them that I put in my coffee. But they have this Mexican chili syrup.
Decaf coffee, of course.
In my very definitely decaf coffee. And there's a griff hair in my glass. That's fun. So yeah, it's the syrup.
Nice.
The syrup with a little bit of lime juice and then a bourbon, specifically a bourbon, not a general whiskey.
Was there any ginger beer in there, or did I just make that up? I heard mule and just immediately associated ginger beer.
You can do it with ginger beer. It's already kind of got like ginger's part of the syrup. So I actually, you top it off with like seltzer. So I do it with seltzer. I think I probably could do it with ginger beer. It might punch my sinuses into oblivion, but now that you've said that, I do feel like I need to try doing that at some point.
Right. I was about to say, like, you've been on a big ginger beer kick.
I mean, you say that. Like, I've been, I think we talked about it a little bit, like, very briefly in passing on either last night's stream or the stream before. There's a farmer's market around here where there's a group that makes fresh ginger beer. For the last, like, several years, I would go every other week and get some of their ginger beer. I just like ginger beer. So Because I like ginger ale, but like ginger beer, less sugar. So I started doing ginger beer because I also just like the spiciness of it. So I was like, give me more spice, less sugar, let's go. So I've been drinking ginger beer for a while before I even started using it for cocktails.
Very nice.
But yeah, I think it's Sassy can probably confirm for me. I think it's Pink House Alchemy. And yeah, it's the Mexican chili syrup. That's also cool. I love all their syrups because they have recipes on them. Like, here's a cocktail. Also, here's a non-alcoholic thing. So like this particular mix, like my mom is the one who introduced both Sassy and I to it. And we really like the bourbon things, but while my sister was pregnant, like, she would go over for dinner at my mom's house, and she would make one for her that had bourbon in it, and one for Sassy that was the non-alcoholic version of it. So it was like, and you still got, like, all the good spicy goodness out of it, without, you know, the fetal harm.
Exactly, yeah. Jamp would be really interested in that. Like, Jamp will, you know, occasionally have a cocktail or sparkling wine is a particular favorite of hers. But, you know, sometimes she's just not in the mood to drink, and she'll get like we know some restaurants around town that specifically have really good mocktails, and we will go there if, you know, the craving is there to have like a really good, fun, non-alcoholic beverage.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I like their stuff has a variety of options on it. And yeah, the hazelnut's very good in coffee. They've got a bunch of different syrups. I found the ones I like. I think they actually have a ginger syrup too. It is Pink House Alchemy. Yay, I didn't make it up. My favorite is the ginger syrup, which has a recipe for ginger lime soda on it. There you go.
It's somewhere.
Should I do any shuffle or am I good?
We're good.
Oh, I should. You know what shuffle I should do? Fuck, I gotta remember my buttons while I'm in this place. No! Which one? Is that not the button I just hit?
I'll just
No, I don't want that. I just hit the same button 47 times. Alright, there we go.
Fourth time's a charm.
Outfits!
Woo!
Where are we at? Okay, we're close. Featherman, that's concerning.
That's the in-universe, that's the Power Rangers of the Persona universe.
Got it. Alright. And then we won't see you for a while, but okay. Oh my god!
Go Power Rangers and Disco Cat.
Oh, this is a look. Alright, I guess we just we said we were just gonna walk into the bank, so let's fucking do it.
Shall we go?
Why not? Oh, hi.
What business do you have here?
Well, it's a fucking bank.
Would you like to make a withdrawal?
Come at us.
My good bitch.
No, wait!
She's one of Kanashiro's customers.
I'd like to speak with the bank president.
That's how you got into this problem in the first place.
I need to talk to him. Now let me
Okay,
through.
someone needs to rein her in. Oh, God.
That voice. It's Kanashiro.
Yeah, it's his fucking bank. Oh, boy.
It's weird. You asked for the bank president, and you're surprised by the answer.
Yes, but not the political sort, in theory.
Receptionist to the right towards the back. Okay.
He strongly advises Jen.
What's over here? Hello.
Hi.
Fine. Like, if you're not gonna let me choose, then just fucking... Like, just put me there.
Yeah. Well, you know, if they did that, they would have to render more cutscenes. This way they can use the pre-existing assets that they built for the palace without burdening the system.
But you can pre-render it with the asset. Like, you can do that. That's a thing. So many other cutscenes are like that. It's actually less resources to pre-render and be like, play this clip here than it is to be like, let's have all this shit that they're gonna have to walk around in and they can make choices and like make this. But now we gotta put all the triggers in place for it stopping them from going forward and making this pop up. I'm fine.
And there's your game design 101, kids.
Everything's fine.
Yep.
Focus.
Oh, that's not the button. That's the button. God, I gotta remember all my fucking palace buttons. Anyways, let's see. Oh, it's not 9 yet, so I can't talk about that yet. James, I've lived in this house for 6 years, just shy of 6 years,
Incredible.
and well, like that's a decent amount of time.
I would say that's a really decent amount of time.
So you've been to our house. Our front door like has a key lock on it, but it also has a number pad, which is very convenient because it's like, cool, I don't need to worry about like having my keys if I just want to take the dogs for a walk. I don't have to take my keys with me.
Or if I ever want to surprise you in Austin and not tell you that I'm showing up.
Exactly. Like when we've had, like when Mally comes and watches the dogs, like we can like program a code to be like, cool, here's a code that you know you will remember. We don't have to give you ours. We can say, hey, system, use this code for right now, and it'll go, got you. And so like she's got her own code, and like we gave you a code while you were here, and it's very convenient. We just discovered in the last week or so. So like there's the number pad on it, and there's the brand name printed at the top.
Mm-hmm.
The brand name is also a button.
Get out.
When you close the door, so like we were leaving the house, if you just hit the brand name button, it locks it. It just, you don't have to put in your code to lock it. That locks it.
Jen, you're good at math. The amount of time it takes you to push the code in to lock it, how many minutes of your life do you think you've lost?
More than I should, like, it's not like it takes a long time, but added up over the course of being here for 6 fucking years. And also sometimes when you like push a button, it doesn't fully register that you pushed it, so that it like goes, oh, your code is wrong, and then you gotta wait and before you do it again. Yeah. No, you could just hit the brand button and it goes, okay, I'll lock now.
Yeah. Well, that's neat. Well, that's good to know next time I just randomly surprise you in Austin.
Yeah, there you go. My favorite part was after I discovered this, I was like, what? I was like, there's like a 50-50 chance on Jeff has known this the whole time. And, okay, why is it not? This is the reception door. Where? Oh, do I? Oh, okay. I thought he yelled at me, but not. Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm trying to go to reception, but like it wouldn't. Can I go this one?
You chose poorly. There are 4 doors.
Oh, why is more reception across from it? That doesn't make any fucking sense. All right, anyways. I was like, there's a 50-50 shot that Jeff has known this the entire time, or that I will mention this to him and he will also be shocked. And I debated never mentioning it for fear of it being the first one.
Mm-hmm.
And after a couple days, I finally... Oh, I like my little gun holster. Perfect. I finally was like, okay, we're leaving to take the dogs for a walk. I'll be like, hey, did you know this? And I just hit the button to lock the door. And he went, what the fuck? Are you serious? And I was like, yes! It wasn't just me!
I appropriate weight.
How many beef balls could I eat with
that
this?
Path. You got a little bit robot-y.
I'm back, I think.
You are back, yes. Again, you made a sound effect and it instantly worked.
Every time. I appreciate that that's the path that you took. You went for the comedy, and I appreciate you more for doing that.
You know me, all about the comedy.
All about the comedy. That's why we're playing Persona again, for the comedy.
Hey, no, you told me to come in here, though.
Well, you broke into his karaoke club that you were at the day before.
Yeah.
That comes to 3 million yen in total. You're here regarding that, correct, Miss Beautiful President?
Oh, I hate that.
It must be quite tough gathering so much money.
Oh.
I'd be willing to give you a loan, you know.
That...
He's purple. He's purple. What a lovely color.
That mustache is some... The hair is somehow worse than it was in person. I like how he's like, I know you owe me 3 million. Let me give you a loan. What? Hold on.
Not a very good businessman.
rate is 10% a day.
Oh, perfect.
10% interest a day.
I like how
That
you said this out loud like you thought there was
one
any
day
world in
is-
which you'd be able to do this math.
It's 300,000 yen.
Well, but here's the compounding. Like, that's the thing. You didn't ask.
There's no need to be alarmed. I have a more manageable option for people like you.
Is it death? Is the other option death?
Well, you can't get money from death.
That was your plan from the beginning, wasn't it?
Quite the impressive insight.
It's not
You know,
that
I like
impressive.
that-
Oh, his face.
I like that in his cognition, like the way that you can, like how you mentally perceive yourself. This is how he mentally perceives himself.
Yeah, I mean, at least he's not in his underwear,
It's true.
so...
Nijima-san.
Yeah. Yeah, you said the way you said that name gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you know who her sister is, and if she's a big legal person and you're a big illegal person, there's a lot that could happen
There's
here.
a lot of yin and yang going on.
Yeah.
Or should I say, the younger sister.
Oh,
of the beautiful
look at that!
prosecutor,
Confirmation
San
bias.
Nijima.
That's great. I also didn't like that you said beautiful. Like, you're not incorrect, but the way you said it made it weird and creepy, and I'm afraid that's gonna become a point of contention and, like, purpose.
How do you know that?
Because it's your fucking last name, and fucking Yusuke, I don't know, somebody said it in front of him, so of course he's gonna just Google it if he didn't already know.
Please don't
I'm guessing
underestimate our
Nijima is not like the
intelligence,
Smith of Japan.
Probably not.
My, what wonderful goods have come falling into my lap.
Don't be ridiculous!
Young women are such great assets. They lack strength, be it social, physical, or mental.
I
Wow.
immediately hate you more than I already did.
It's as if they only exist to be devoured by the strong.
Oh, boy!
That just might be the rule since the dawn of history.
It keeps getting worse.
It does keep getting worse. This sounds a lot like what I've read where was the interview, quote-unquote, between Musk and Tucker Carlson that happened.
Yeah. You know, I'm glad you referenced that because I'm led to believe that there is a percentage of people who've played this game who are like, I don't see what the problem is with this guy. I think he's being very reasonable right now.
Oh, there's definitely people like I'm sure Musk, if he played Persona 5, he's like, yeah, this dude rocks.
Yeah. Damn kids ruining a legitimate businessman, you know?
Fucking Kaneshiro is gonna be on the Joe Rogan podcast.
You truly are despicable.
You better be ready, Kaneshiro. We're gonna snatch your treasure from you.
Don't stop telling people what we're gonna do.
Don't make me laugh, you petty thieves. My citadel has the highest security installed.
Highest because it's in the air. Oh,
I'm glad you got the pun.
Anything for money. I'll rob you of your lives as easily as I breathe air.
And then he immediately chokes. Look, I also forget how to breathe sometimes, so like that works.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you're drinking water, eating a piece of celery, and then you just start choking and coughing, and then your children are like, "Is mommy okay?" And I'm like, "I think so. I don't know."
We're gonna find out in a minute or two. Here's what actually concerns me. I say concerns me. It does, I guess, actually support my previous hypothesis.
Okay.
If you actually look at the TV screen, his two hench bros are behind him and look like they're possibly in normal forms. That should be concerning.
Mm-hmm.
I do think that does support my idea, again, further, that the flash forward we keep happening,
Happening. There
happening, James, keep having is in a palace, and could support the idea that it is not Sai, say, whatever her fucking name is, sister. It might not be her palace, and she just appears normal in it, if these guys are also appearing normal in it. Like, that's possible. Still feels like she does suck. It might actually be hers, but...
Okay.
I would love it if actually... Okay, here we go.
Okay.
I'm not saying this is formally a prediction. This is me saying I would love it if this is what happens.
Oh, okay. So it's not a formal prediction. This is just a. I don't want to assign any risk to this whatsoever, and I'm just going to throw this out into the universe.
Pretty much. It's like I feel like here's what I'll say. As I feel like it would be a missed opportunity if this is not what happens.
Okay.
I think it's the best way to phrase this. I would love it if that is actually a dungeon we're in where this interrogation is happening. And by the time we're doing all these flash forwards, and the flash forwards just keep getting shorter as we get closer to her palace. We get into it. We're doing this interrogation, and we get to a point where we flash forward, an hour or two. And it's like, it cuts to us catching up to this part of the story. And she makes some, sassy, snarky, I don't know, oh, well, if you're so smart kind of bullshit comment, and then erupts into whatever her freakish shadow form is, and the fight happens in the interrogation room, and that's the end of that palace. That would be dope.
Okay.
So.
I'm going to put it up here on my big board of Persona notes.
Anyways, happening is a word now.
It is happening. That's when you divide something by 2 repeatedly, right?
Yes. Oh, he's got the little angry vein. Also, his bangs switch sides. Oh, you're quite large. But one of you disappeared. It's just you guys. All right.
It's Mr. Kanashiro's orders. Eliminate them at once.
All right, well, we don't know anything about you. God, I forgot. I was like, who am I?
You're the red guy.
These outfits are awful.
It's time.
Okay, so I'm not gonna know anything about them. So I gotta remember, so Ryuji has...
Lightning.
Yeah, he has lightning, and An has fire. And Cat has wind?
Wind.
Okay.
And you have heart.
Who all do I even have right now? Okay, I could try to nuke everybody. Oh, it's just one. Well, I already did the switch. Well, let me switch again because I didn't actually do something. Or did I fuck it up?
Hello, Matador.
This is the button I want. Let's psychic everybody. Okay, I can do it. That's good. I appreciate that. Let's just see what happens.
You're mine.
Bonk.
You can't... God, why can't you lightning everyone yet, you useless piece of shit? Can I fart you over? No? Okay, alright! How bad? Oh, well, most of them missed, so... Neat!
It sucks. It sucks to suck.
It really does. Hey, just attack him. I feel like that's... Oh. Sure.
Yeah, so sometimes when they have a status effect like they're shocked or they're on fire, if you combine it with a different effect, you'll get a knockdown attack.
Yeah, I know, like the technical thing popped up, but I thought it usually, told you if it was about to be a technical. I don't... Just do this. Just... Oh! Okay.
Try wind. Never mind.
Well, I already tried wind.
Right, but he's on fire now.
Oh. Well, too late now.
That's alright. We know for next time.
Shit. Oh, God. Is he still on fire? Oh, this is fine.
Damn it.
I kind of want to just see. I just want to see it. Ah, there. Okay, it actually says it on those. Oh, the first squad.
Yeah, the first squad. Ruh-roh.
Whoopsies.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine.
It's gonna be okay. I think this is the part where either we run away, we bravely run away, or Mikoto is a fucking idiot and decides she's gonna jump in. Oh, or we're just gonna keep going. Okay, great. Well, we haven't tried... Oh, I didn't try the phrase, actually. Okay. What all do I have? So we tried that. Can I... We'll give that a shot. You're, demonic looking.
If you're... if you're gonna use light attack, you have a different persona that does light all.
Oh shit! I thought I didn't think I had. Oh. Thank you for remembering that.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I thought I had one that did it. But...
Yeah, I can never fit Kaguya. Zap, 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 zap.
Oh shit!
Zap,
Oh,
zap.
he got real fucked. So I guess I'll do this in the hopes that maybe I get Shockies. No Shockies.
No Shockies.
Well, in that case, I mean, I guess I'll do this. 69.
Nice. From the simping cat.
Oh, I don't like how. I mean, you're not wrong, but also. Yeah, this is gonna go on forever. Is he? Oh, it's a hammer. For a second, it looked like a little like Dyson vacuum. Oh man.
That'd be funny if his persona used wind.
Oh yeah. Can I get him a leaf blower?
That'd be really funny.
That'd be great.
I bet we can mod the game to put a leaf blower in.
God. That's the only mod I want to use. I want a mod where he wields a leaf blower, and that's the only thing I've active the whole time.
Well, I am still actively looking to find a Kyoko skin for
there we go. Carl, it's never too late for ice cream. Fucking do it. Farron is working on a Lego sculpture of Carmen. It's way more complex than I wanted. Here, did you find instructions for it, or did you like come up with them all? The people who are just like, I'm gonna turn this into a Lego thing, fucking baffle me. There was a dude, when we still lived outside of Chicago, Jeff came to visit me, and
Chicago.
There was like a Lego convention, and he's like, I'm gonna go like look at it, and it was a bunch of people who had like built a bunch of like crazy like displays and models, and like there's a bunch of stuff for sale and whatever, but like there was a bunch of other stuff, and someone had built the arena for the Ridley fight from Metroid Prime 1, had built that along with a Ridley out of Lego. It was huge. It was so cool. But I was like, how do you look at a thing and go, I know how to make that out of Lego pieces? Because, like, there's a lot of curves in all of that, and you're just like, oh, yes, I know how to do that out of bricks. Like, it boggles my mind, and I'm so impressed by it constantly.
Yep. You know what?
Oh my God, Farron, what? Are you serious? Your friend Jared is the one who made the Ridley? Are you shitting me right now?
What a small world.
That's incredible. I was so impressed by it that I still remember it, and this was forever ago. Oh my God. Oh my God. You know, like, I took a picture of it, and like I posted it on like Twitter and everything. God. That's
you know where my mind immediately went to? It's like, how do you make, like, you know, all the curves with blocks? My mind immediately went to when you're first learning how to integrate, and you draw the boxes under the curve, and like, do you draw the box at the center? Do you do the left side of the box? And I was like, I don't know why that's immediately where my mind went to. Maybe I'm just a sad nerd. Huh.
Farron's doing it from scratch. That's fucking wild.
If only I weren't a white man and have any power of introspection.
I appreciate that callback. Farron, I hope as you're building this, you post pictures in the art channel in the Discord. Because, like, Jeff doesn't, like, he doesn't, like, post in the Discord, but he's there. And, like, I think I'm sure we've talked about it enough at this point that you've picked up on it. Like, Jeff, like, collects Lego. It's, like, a whole fucking thing. Which is why we went to the thing outside in Chicago. It wasn't
you said the word thing 3 times in that sentence.
Look, it has been a long day.
I'm just here to keep you honest.
I've been drinking, and we know, like, I'm not known for my eloquent speech patterns, okay? I'm still just baffled that this distinct memory I have is actually, like, a friend of Farron's. The only way that would have been more insane if you were like, oh yeah, that was me. That's the only way this would have been more insane.
That was my internet persona.
God. He left the community in Lego behind, but he and I did some art trades. I built him a model of Purah from Breath of the Wild. He built me Kraid from Metroid. Oh, Kraid would be so good. Yeah, the people who can, like, come up with that stuff and build it is just like insane. Okay, this is hello.
Oh, he's different.
There's no end to them. Have they really been hired with money?
As opposed to being hired with meatballs.
No, they got hired by exposure.
Oh,
Jen.
you know what? That would have been.
Exposure.
I panicked and I was like, go to a comment from earlier in the stream. Exposure would have been better though.
Okay.
Oh my god. Okay, no. Speaking of paying people though.
Uh-huh.
So I know I talked about on the Zooter streams this week that I'm dealing with my first ever chargeback.
Mm-hmm.
So I finally got to see some more information. The thing I got was like an unauthorized transaction chargeback. And I was like, that doesn't, like, that's weird, because, like, I can see on the order that, like, the shipping address matches the billing address. And, like, usually if it's an unauthorized transaction, it should be, like, different places, whatever. So it's like, I submitted all of my stuff to, like, fight it. And I was like, we'll see what happens. So I still haven't gotten the official resolution. I'm still waiting on that email. Do you know what email I did get this morning?
Something about your car's extended warranty?
Probably. The person who issued the chargeback emailed me.
Oh.
And so I saw on my phone, I got the push notification. It was like, hey, you have an email. And, like, the person's name, like, is their email address. So I knew exactly who it was initially. I was like, oh, this will be fucking good. And I open it, and the subject line is apologies.
Okay, that's a good start.
The email goes on to explain that apparently Long Dog Dice doesn't show up as Long Dog Dice on a specific combination of, like, because so, like, the chargeback was issued via PayPal.
Mm-hmm.
And so between my PayPal and how their bank calls information, it didn't show up as Long Dog Dice, it showed up as Lo Zelda. And they're like,
interesting.
They're like, I don't know what Lo Zelda means. And I have a $100 charge for them. No, that's fraudulent. And so they did that after, because like they went like Googling and stuff, and we were like, I don't know who this Jen person is. She streams and yells a lot. And I was like, this doesn't make any sense. And then it was after they saw my Long Dog Dice tweet about a chargeback and went to my profile and saw the tag that says created by Lo Zelda, that they made the connection on what happened.
Oh.
So they emailed me to go, I'm so sorry, this is what happened. I've already contacted my bank to say that it is a legitimate charge, that I fucked up, and they should be giving you the money back. Please let me know if that doesn't get reversed for any reason. I'm so sorry. So I was like, I appreciate you letting me know what happened and you reaching out. It's also good for me to know that there was some corner of the PayPal portal that still says Lo Zelda on it somewhere. So then I got to go down a rabbit hole of figuring out where, because I went through all the profile settings and all the account settings and like all the things. I'm like, this isn't anywhere. Where is it? And I still can't figure out how you're supposed to get to this screen. Mm-hmm. But I ended up Googling, like, how can you change how your PayPal business shows up on people's credit card statements? And I found like a help article in their support forum that's like, oh yeah, just go to your business settings page. Well, if I go to my business settings page, this thing doesn't exist. But if I click the business settings link that's in that article, it takes me to a completely different page. Where you can specify how you show up on credit card statements.
You know, it's one of those rare times where everything was just innocent accidents and it was resolved.
Yeah, I was fucking shocked, and I was like, one, I feel way better. And it sounds like they're down to, like, if for whatever reason, like, things are far enough along whatever process that if it was gonna just, like, charge me the fee still, or give them their money back, that they're down to, like, redo that stuff and make sure I get paid for the thing. Because they're like, your dice are beautiful and I love them so much, and I really hope if you'll allow me that I would be a repeat customer. It was really funny that they said that, because I had already set up a bunch of fraud filters to flag any other time they try to put an order so I could cancel it. I was like, well, I can remove those filters now. So yeah, so it was a completely unexpected turn of events from this thing. So I appreciated that they figured it out, and then instead of just going like, well, I guess I got my dice for free, they were like, I need to fix this. So, a nice update to the situation. Who knew?
You know what's also really nice that I've really missed? And this is a really poor segue. I'm sorry, everyone. So last week was Jamf's birthday, and we went out to celebrate at a relatively newish restaurant. And one of the things, it was a very big open restaurant, and it was perfect for people watching. The way that we were seated.
Those supernatural powers.
I'll let you do your story, and then we'll continue this.
Yep. So the way I was seated, I was facing the bar, and then she was facing out toward the street. So we both had excellent people watching vantages. I was watching what was going on at the bar, and there was a woman at the bar, young woman, probably like mid-20s, who looked like there for a date. And she was not seated at the bar. Seated, boy. You and me tonight.
Having it and sitting.
She was having it at the bar, and
sounds like you were having it at the bar.
So she was not seated at the bar, but there was like a railing, like breaking the restaurant off from the rest of the bar. Like wrought iron, like you can clearly see through it. But she was just kind of leaning up on it, looking toward the front door with a drink in hand, and just watching the door, going back to her phone, door, phone. And I'm like, okay, she just got here early. Going back to in talking with my wife and enjoying our meal.
There's two different paths I see happening here, and because you're telling the story, I think it's the second one.
Yeah. Look back up. Now it's like looking impatient. I'm like, oh, and like I leaned in. I'm like, Jamf, there is a girl who I think got stood up on like either online date or someone is not showing up, and I feel really bad for her, but I kind of need to see how this resolves itself. So go back to eating. A spot opens up at the bar. Just one chair opens up at the bar. She goes to sit at the bar by herself in the single chair and is just looking at her phone. Like now I can see like what she's looking at her phone, just like scrolling through Twitter. She is drinking another drink, and I'm like, oh no, like, I feel terrible for her. And I'm like, should we invite her over? And Jeff's like, no. I'm like, okay, that's fair.
Remember when we almost did that when we took you to the speakeasy? We thought that woman was by herself, and then we got to watch the most awkward thing ever occur.
Yeah. So then, like we have our meal. 30 minutes later, someone comes into the door because her head snaps like an owl, like 270 degrees. Like it should not have happened, but sees people, and I'm like, oh, and I'm like, Jamf, he's here. It's happening. So we look to the front door. It is a middle-aged woman and another, maybe like teenage girl. It clearly looked like her mother and a sibling who just could not find their way through Nashville, and then they were immediately seated and just like had a lovely dinner. I'm like, oh. Now, in my defense, if she was just having dinner with her mother, I probably wouldn't have worn that to have dinner with my mother. But to each their own. She was like, and Jamf agrees, she was dressed for a date.
Okay. Do you think there's a possibility she was dressed for a date, got stood up, and texted something to her mom, and her mom was like, we'll come have dinner with you?
Oh my God, I did not even think of that as an option. I think that's exactly what happened. I think mom came to the rescue, and they had a lovely dinner at this restaurant. So that's what my vantage point was. Jamf's vantage point was a group of loud, obnoxious New Yorkers sitting right behind me. Oh. And so the guy who was sitting directly behind me, I want you to picture a high school football player who continued to eat like a high school football player, but stopped working out like a high school football player.
Okay.
And now he's in his 30s. He is balding at the top. His shirt is 3 buttons unbuttoned from the top, and he has 8 gold chains around his neck and a gigantor ring.
So he's Kaneshiro.
Yeah, it was a really good analogy. And Jamf just leans into me, and like I can hear their conversation. I can definitely tell they're from New York and obnoxious at that. And she leans in and just very earnestly, in very whisper tone, goes, James, how do you find someone attractive who's not attractive? And I looked at her like, I don't know. Like, I should be asking you that question.
I was like, are we about to have a very serious conversation? What's happening?
So I went to the bathroom, and as I came back, I got a good look at the table, like a clear look at the table behind me. I have to admit, her hunch was right, because like I don't like to assign numbers to people for their attractiveness unless it's D&D, because then it's a charisma score.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
The dude and his wife, their numbers were very mismatched in favor of the woman.
Oh, of course. Hi, Josh.
So yeah, that was our yeah. It's just like it was just so innocent to like I don't understand how do people find people attractive like that?
I don't know. I hear bank accounts can help a lot.
Well, and that's exactly where the conversation went. We started thinking of like, okay, what does it have to be? Like, it has to be probably money. It like all comes back to money somehow, right? Like, you know. All right.
Oh boy.
Well, good people watching. Love some good people watching.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Could those have been the personas you mentioned?
I wish Champ was in stream right now, because I need to tell her that idea. Like, oh, maybe the mother came to save her.
Yeah, it's like, I feel bad for you, and I don't want you, like, clearly you've been drinking because you're sad that you got stood up, so, like, I don't want you to drive home alone. I will come and have dinner with you, and then we'll take you back.
Mm-hmm. I think that's exactly what it is. Oh, we need to bring you. We need to bring you to more people watching dinners.
I'm very good at for the same reason I'm good at predicting what happens in Persona. I'm good to people watch with. I like how Makoto's like, oh my god, they turned into weird monsters. Are those Personas? You watched us rip our faces off and manifest other things. You were there. How did you? Oh god.
Do you think any of the blood splattered on her when you ripped your masks off, or do you think that was a one-time thing? Like, it's a lot easier to rip the mask off now.
Yeah, it's like, and now it's just like kind of like scar tissue, so like there's no real blood supply to it. So it's like, yeah, just refreshening it every time, but it's like the body just kind of gave up. It's like, we're not gonna put resources here, so it's like probably not as bad.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Does now really look like the time to be asking that?
You're wearing a rainbow afro.
And looks fabulous.
Makoto, make sure you don't get separated from
Oh, she's gonna immediately she's gonna try to play the hero, and shit's gonna happen, and that's when her persona's gonna show up.
I know Akito.
Joker, the exit's just over.
Hey,
oh, you
Jen,
can
you know
just
how
walk out the front? What?
You know how I love telling you, like, I know how much you love when I tell you what to do in a game like this.
Mm-hmm.
You should, why don't you just, like, top everyone's health off before you keep going?
Okay. All right.
Because it's been a bit since you saved. I don't want you to do everything over again, you know?
Let's see. I mean,
maybe you can use your...
everyone's soda pop is pretty good, so we'll do that.
You can use You can use your skills, you know, so you don't waste your soda
How
pop.
do I fucking skill? That's what I want. Okay. You are Healy. Low amount to everybody. I mean, oh, I was like, Yusuke's fine. Yusuke wasn't in the fight, so.
He's doing great.
Do that. And then do that to yourself.
There you go. Okay.
And just for good measure, because I'm the one that matters.
Yeah. Hey, why don't you save your game too?
Oh, can I do that right now? No, I can't. I can't. The button's not doing anything.
Sorry.
I was like, that'd be wild if it lets me save right here. We're just gonna just go this way. Oh, okay, never mind.
Oh no, who could have
There's no end to them. Guys!
Oh, why are you doing the I'm hurt winky face?
You seem to be in quite a pickle.
God, we're not talking about pickles again. God, your character model's worse in person than it is in the little picture.
How dare you sneak around Kaneshiro?
He's not. He's literally wearing a bright white suit and is in the middle of his lobby. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yep. I do have to appreciate, though, that the purple skin tone with yellow eyes are complementary colors, so good on them.
God damn it, not no, not the pickles again. I'm glad Gamma's not here. Fucking hell. No pickle juice. No daily pickle juice. This is a joke that like 4 people are gonna get, and I'm okay with that.
However,
yeah, no, I got it by osmosis with Clock Tower.
Yeah.
And I kind of just, you know, like I get that feeling at the base of my spine when I think of Clock Tower, and just.
It's been a ton of fun. It's been a fucking ton of fun.
Well, fun is a word.
Look, you wouldn't have to play against me, James.
No, it's a difficult game for me.
That's fair. That's fair.
Nope. Listen, I'm not gonna do it. I don't care for the jokes. I'll get them later.
Yeah, I was really impressed at how divisive the pickle juice thing was, though. It resulted in someone's death, so...
It's time you disappear.
Clap, clap.
Lights on. Lights off.
So, knock you out. Wait, what?
Managing a bank is tough as it is. So it's my policy to kill clients who are more trouble than they're worth.
I said that earlier, and James is all like, can't get money from a dead person. No, I fucking got it.
Having one
I have to say, Jen, as someone who's done theater in high school and college, that was a spot-on impression of me.
James, I love you.
I strong emotion you too.
That's accurate
I
one
wouldn't
way or
damage
another.
An asset like you. They're dead men walking, but you'll be just
No,
fine.
you're gonna be creepy about it? I feel like you're gonna be creepy about it. Man, these guards are shrimping real hard.
Your sister is quite a beauty, though. I'll make sure to make her my personal slave.
Yeah, there it is. There it is.
Once I get bored, I'll just sell her off. Oh, poor sis. She could have been successful. If only her younger sister wasn't so
Oh, here we go.
I
Here's
mean,
Persona.
I mean, he's technically not wrong in that specific line.
Fair.
Sister did do dumb things.
Then you better start taking customers tomorrow.
Oh.
All you gotta do is endure it. And do
Elon Musk is like, I don't see what's the problem here.
Did you see the things that he said? Were
No, I didn't see the actual transcript. No.
Yeah, it was like he and Carlson were just talking about the urge to impregnate women. Yeah.
Huh. That's
yeah. And that was
yeah.
the headline safe version of it. So.
I'm so glad he's in charge of Twitter.
I know, right? God damn.
Endure it. Do as I'm told.
Oh, here it is! Here it is!
You'll earn 3 million yen in no time.
No thanks, I'm so flattered. Alright, but seriously though.
Although your life and everything along with it will be a complete wreck by then.
That's worse than what I thought you were gonna say. Yeah? Yeah? Oh, you know he's bad because his evil laugh started with a GW.
Mm-hmm.
That's real bad.
I've been listening to you go on.
Like, there's the MW, GW is a whole nother level.
It really is. Yet here it comes. The reason I'm having a celebratory drink tonight to watch this scene.
Shut your damn mouth, you money-grubbing asshole!
Whoa, language.
All right, come on, girl.
Have you
Here we go.
decided to tread the path of strife? Yes. Come to me.
Oh,
Very
shit.
well. Let us proceed with our contract at once. I am thou. Thou art I. You have finally found your own justice.
Justice.
Please, never lose sight of it again.
Oh my god.
This memorable day marks your graduation from your false self.
What the hell?
A persona?
No, dude. That's a bike.
I can feel it. Myself. Me. Gun it! Wow! Nice! What is that? I've never seen anything like it.
You
not lose heart again. Ever. I'll go full speed, non-stop. Right, Johanna? Don't get all cocky just because I normally behave myself. I am done playing nice!
You okay over there, Jen?
That was so much more intense than I anticipated.
Uh-huh.
And I still don't like her as a person, but she might be my favorite persona thing that's happened.
Uh-huh.
Also, I feel like maybe we saw what it looks like when Gwen finally loses her shit.
Hey, Jen. Do you remember a conversation we had like a year ago where I brought up a story? I'm like, hey, you know, I was playing through Persona for like the 4th time, and Jamf was watching me. He goes, hey, that character kind of reminds me of Jen's character. I'm like,
God! I do remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. Here we are.
Oh my
Here we are, like a year later.
God. All right.
Let's go, Johanna! Full throttle!
It's like a spectral. It's like a spectral steed, right?
Yeah.
Gwen knows that. Gwen knows spectral steed. Because she's a wizard, right?
Is that one of the? Is that a spell I should add to my list
Yeah, you
of
should
things
add
you
spectral
can't
steed.
you can't believe I don't have?
Yeah, you could add spectral steed to that.
All right, let me write that down real quick.
Let's put it on the big board.
All right, I wrote that. I'll add it to the board later.
All right.
Oh man, incredible.
The
There you go.
agitated. Take them down and make an opening.
Okay, so who did she replace? She replaced on. Oh, interesting. I like how the game didn't ask me who I wanted to replace. It was just like, oh, well, the women are interchangeable, so that's fine. What do you got? Oh, you can nuke everyone? This is Gwen.
I know, right? And look, we even have a little Callista in there. It's a healing spell you'll never use.
Oh my god, that's great. Oh, look, she can Valhar Blast. It's Taco Bell up in here. Okay, yeah, do that. Nuke everyone. Oh, of course they're weak to it. Okay.
I'll use my persona.
Can I baton pass? Let's do that. The other dudes aren't weak to anything that I know of at this point, right?
That's correct. But you know that light damage like 8 times. That's always useful.
Yeah, so it's like, yeah, we'll just go to that. But
Pass the baton and fall off.
Pew 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 pew.
oh man,
This is a perfectly balanced game.
I forgot
I
that
love-
the music changes with the outfit. Oh man.
Hey, Ryuji leveled up! Yay!
Yay. Oh, fun comment about Gwen. Apparently, the UK version of Wormwood, like they make gaming tables or whatever. I can't remember what their name is right now, but like they provided the table for No Rolls Barred. They have a new table style that they just launched on Kickstarter today, and they call it the Gwen, and it made me laugh.
Awesome.
But how are we getting out?
There's a fucking motorcycle right there. So,
There's only one exit, right?
So, you're totally the fist of the Phantom Star now, huh?
what?
Do you want to get smacked? I'm going on ahead, so follow me.
We should go. We should go.
Okay, we have a path.
Yeah.
Tactical withdraw.
Where did you? Oh,
Get in.
this is way less cool than the motorcycle.
Could you turn into a motorcycle,
You'll
please?
stand against me no matter what. Very well. I'll wait for you all.
I'd like.
There's no escape in reality, nor will you break through the security system here.
Go ahead.
Yeah. I kind of wish Morgana could change into like the companion car that you attach to a motorcycle.
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
Like,
But like comically large, so that way 4 of us fit in it.
exactly.
It doesn't matter what you do. You can kiss your bright futures goodbye.
Oh, he thinks we have bright futures.
Yay! I mean, he thought Makoto could get 3 million pretty easily. So
Yeah,
I
there's
mean,
that.
Man, talk about wild. That was no Aikido. That was some hardcore ass whooping.
I am so not pissing her off. Feel like she'll rip off my arm.
I feel like these are all things people would say about Gwen.
I'm okay with this.
Oh, stop it. This is the most exhausted I have ever gotten these past few years, but it felt pretty great. I never thought I'd become part of the Phantom Thieves I was after.
Oh, we
Sis
didn't
might
let
faint
you
if
in.
she
I mean,
found
jeez. Gotta take you out to dinner first, and like hot pot, and there's rituals
You mentioned
involved.
her earlier.
She's a prosecutor for the district, and she's investigating the Phantom Thieves.
Wait, ain't that bad?
No need to worry. A normal investigation would never lead them to a world like that.
Okay, well, news for you. I have a prologue that says otherwise.
Then again, it must have been fate for this to happen.
What do you mean?
I can't be like my sister. I had a feeling that there'd come a time when we wouldn't see eye to eye anymore. I'm thankful to have a sister who works so hard, but there are times I feel sorry for her too. And after hearing my persona's voice, I clearly understand how I feel now.
So is Gwen's sister a lawyer too?
I'm not gonna answer this question.
That's fair.
It appears you're not as reserved as you make yourself seem.
We're not gonna talk about Gwen's family.
I wasn't asking anymore. I stopped when you asked me to. I don't know why you keep
There
elaborating.
was a brief moment where I was like, we got enough information that I was like, shit, do I have to go home, and how bad is that gonna be? I don't think that's a fear anymore. But
All right.
how buck wild would that fucking be?
I can't wait whenever that happens.
Yeah, I know, right? God.
I
In
was
theory,
just
in a
doing whatever
month.
the adults told me
In
to.
theory, it's on my calendar.
Won't she be perfect as our advisor? She's fearless and has a sharp mind.
Sounds good to me. We've needed someone like that for a while now.
I'd be honored if I can help out.
We had way too much testosterone anyway, so I feel much better.
Our friend's going pee-pee.
It's from Kaneshiro. He's reminding us of our debt.
That was today, right?
That was today.
That was today. I don't know why a reminder needs to happen like
So-
2 hours later.
Non-pithy answer. I honestly think because they went into his cognition and they engaged like the cognitive version of Kaneshiro, it literally became front of his mind in that moment.
Okay.
Like subconsciously, he's like, I'm thinking about those brats right now, and I don't know why. I'm gonna text them.
I mean, okay, like on the one hand, fair. On the other hand, I feel like if you've managed to rise to the level of full-blown mob boss of this entire city, that like some part of your brain would go, I don't need to text people a thing 2 hours later. I don't think you should be texting people, first of all.
Well, I think we've established that text messaging is totally safe in Japan.
Apparently.
Totally secure.
God.
So the Kaneshiro over here doesn't know what happened inside the palace.
Sort of.
That's right. But his palace will be affected if the real Kaneshiro's cognition changes. We can't be lax.
Seems it'd be best to avoid unnecessary contact with him until then.
Yeah, so like...
Or just all contact.
Yeah, so just like don't text him, don't demand to get into a car and go to whatever club he's in. No, none of that.
3 weeks left, huh?
There's that security system too.
But if we pull this off, it'll definitely be great.
And if we don't, we are all so beyond fucked.
We'll crush him like a fly. I'll make him regret making me angry.
Okay, that was your Gwen is showing, Makoto.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
it's
let's
gonna be
begin
a
our
theme,
operation.
Jen.
I'm cautiously excited.
First, we need to secure a route to the treasure, like always.
I think the most telling thing is that Jamf kind of half pays attention to, like when I play games.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that she was looking at this character throughout the course of play and knew enough about our D&D campaign to go, yeah, that's Jen's character, isn't it? Like very, very, very confidently.
So if anybody's heard us talk about Breach and is like, I'm missing context, apparently this will tell you a lot about my wizard for the next several months.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
You guys are finally starting to get used to this.
You say finally, like we've done 2. Like I don't know why that was the phrasing you went
for
with.
The call to meet up.
Yeah, I would like to call attention to what Pathos said in chat, meddling kids. That was actually what I named my Phantom Thieves group in the last game I played. Because meddling kids fits. So like every time they're like when the news are like these meddling kids stuff, it's like,
so
oh, it's perfect.
Great.
Good night, Sassy.
Oh, good night, Sassy. Motorcycles are way cooler than dumb boats. I hope your persona does not hear you say that.
You know what I've never noticed? So like the pictures of everyone in chat, it looks like, at least for the first 3, it was a selfie. Like everyone took a selfie of them. Makoto, it's a full-on, like someone took that photo.
Or she just staged an artistic selfie. Like she just looked off to the distance somewhere and did it. Like,
okay, I could see that. Didn't go for the black background either. It's a bold choice.
I think it's white when they're new.
Oh.
I think hers will be black after this.
Jen dropping some game knowledge on me that I missed after 4 playthroughs.
Because I feel like I noticed that once upon a time when Mercer got added.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe I'm inventing that and imagining it, but I feel like it's because she's just been added, and so in a future talk it'll be black.
Is that the Mandela effect when you imagine something to be true and it just wasn't?
No, I think it's just Jen is crazy.
Oh, I want to put the Mandela effect on our D&D chart of cognitive issues.
Oh, our new alignment chart.
Yes.
Oh god, what's happening? Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong, so... Hey, can you just go ahead and delete the video? Like, as a show of good faith, before we deal with any of this, just go out and delete all of the evidence you have that we're the Phantom Thieves. Please do that. Including this text message chain.
Yeah, and this. And you know what? Just throw your phone in the river. Right now. Just...
Yeah, it sounds like we need group therapy. We should all go talk to the fucking dude I don't trust.
The counselor?
Maruki, there we go.
Yeah. Well, it's great that the game gives you this outlet to talk through your mental problems.
Where we definitely can't talk about this part of it. God.
Well, maybe you could like disguise it as like a school club, like the theater club, like with that girl from Persona 4 who clearly had a lot of issues.
Oh my god.
Hey, save your game.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Nice.
Hey.
Oh, that's right. We ordered shit. Blaring alarm clock. Hell yeah. Let's go. Okay.
do it.
Thank you. I like how I went downstairs and then immediately came back up. Oh. Okay. You're sitting, so I can't go anywhere. I did make curry last night. Do I have I don't have a...
Did you learn more about curry?
I added apples to it? That was fucking wild.
I've done that before. It's very good.
What is it?
Okay, you're great. Look, can I make more curry? Yeah, let's make some curry!
Let's do it.
All right, we're in the like final bits of streaminess. So let's see, what do I got? Oh, so it's after 9. We can talk about D&D things.
Let's do it.
So I played a session in my other game.
Uh-huh.
We're all level 20 characters, so casters have 9th level spells right now. We ended up in a situation where one of the other characters got effectively plane shifted into a weird mirror dimension, and they were in a fight to the death with themselves. Is the short version of that.
It's Water Temple.
Kinda, yeah. If Dark Link was much stronger and literally like twice your size, and could do legendary actions. So it was not going great. And they were alone doing this. And technically, as the rest of our characters, we didn't know what happened. We just know he was there, and then he was not. And we're like, that can't be good. We should figure out what happened. So we're trying to figure out what happened. And he is getting destroyed. And we're like, okay, so like as players, we're trying to deal with the meta knowledge of like, we know he is dying. So like as players, we sort of know what happened. As characters, we don't. And so we're trying to honor, most of us are trying to honor that. I'm going to talk shit about one person here in a little bit. But we're trying to figure it out. And we have what turns out to be a wizard. He's been kind of like really, I guess I'm going to go with coy about what his actual class has been this whole time. And then like this happened. I was like, okay, yeah, wizard. His 9th level wizard spells. And he was like, we know he disappeared, and he fucking casts Gate. Because Gate lets you, one, open a portal onto any other plane, whatever, go for it. Or you can speak the name of a creature, and it will open that portal, but it opens the portal in that specific creature's presence and pulls them through the portal.
Yep.
So he casts Gate and names the other character and pulls his ass out. Well, like, again, we're all level 20. Dude is down to, I think it was like sub 20 hit points.
Ugh.
So
that's Vasile normally, but go on.
So, like, me not being Callista, me being a different cleric, I dumped a heal into him before he was like, I have to go back to this fight. We're like, okay, well, this gate lasts a minute, so you got 60 seconds to kick your own ass, but we're leaving this gate open, and if you go unconscious, I'm coming in and saving you. But that is easily the most clutch use of the gate spell I could possibly, like, the fact that we're like, we know this guy is dying, and we don't know where he is, and this wizard is like, oh, I have Gate, never mind, yank him from wherever he is. It was so good.
That is a very good use of Gate.
It was fucking incredible.
Another campaign I was playing in, it was the one where I had my Inquisitor cleric, who is a lot nicer than Vasile. So kind of like talking about polar opposites of the alignment chart.
Yes, my guts!
Oh!
I gotta work on being kinder now. Guts was so far behind, I've been focusing on that.
Wow. Okay, we have something very important to do next stream now that your guts are at 3.
Okay. I know it's not talking to gun guy, because I don't think staunch was the level it said for him.
You are correct. It is something else.
Oh, great. I have to go talk to
Vegetables.
a girl. Anyways.
Yes.
Oh, shit. Yes. Oh, doctor?
Maybe.
Okay, we'll talk later.
Yeah, anyway, we one of our we had a friend of ours playing in our campaign, and he had to bow out halfway through the campaign. So his character got possessed by a demon and went on a rampage throughout the world. So it was kind of like a reoccurring thing. So like if our friend could come back, we had a quest to try to get the demon out to get our friend back. And the day came where he could rejoin and play on a regular basis again. So what we did to get his character, like, we were trying to come up with ways, like, my cleric's like, well, I could, like, trap him, like, I have spells like Magic Circle to trap, demons in, and we had befriended a high-level NPC wizard, and he's just like, well, why don't I cast Gate on the Magic Circle that you're drawing, and then we could all just surround him and just beat the crap out of him until the demon leaves. We're like, yeah, that's crazy enough to work. So, like, everyone had these prepared actions. Like, we had Bane prepared. I did the Magic Circle to trap, demonic creatures inside of it. And then this high-level NPC wizard cast Gate, popped him into the Magic Circle, cast a Bane on him to give him disadvantage on the saving throws against the Magic Circle, and then failed, kept him trapped in the Magic Circle, and we just cantripped sacred, what is it? Sacred
Sacred Flame?
Sacred flamed him from a safe distance until we just excised the demon from him.
Perfect. I love it.
I love gate spells.
Gate,
so
yeah.
useful.
What's funny is, like, my only experience before this with the gate spell was a big bad using it.
Mm-hmm.
In the Callista campaign. And they used a gate to absolutely fuck us, so I'm like, fuck gate! This spell sucks! And so it was nice to have it go the other way.
Very nice.
Yeah, gate absolutely killed us. It was bad. It was real bad. It's fine, though.
Never again.
Never again. Never again.
Gate, oh, pathos. Yes, gate vegetables.
Gate vegetables. Oh, woof. Oh, how fucking meta would this be? I'm gonna go with it.
No. I'm supposed to be human.
Here's the problem with that whole I'm supposed to be human thing, is like you have zero memories of being human other than just insisting you're supposed to be human, which is giving me real Teddy vibes. Where he was not human until he just, like, he ended up manifesting that. I don't know if you're gonna be that lucky, but, like, he wasn't before he was very insistent about it.
Right, and he did a lot of sit-ups and crunches, and then he became a human.
And then he zipped his head off.
Zipped his head off. And we never looked at Sam Riegel the same way ever again.
Right? Okay, like, here's the thing, Morgana. I don't think you're actually human. Do I think you might have the potential to become one because of Teddy? I'm gonna go with yes, but I have hiccups, oh boy.
Think about that weird crossover, like, you bump into human Teddy, it's like, hey, you're almost human. Let me show you how to do it.
Yeah,
do sit-ups.
That would be fucking wild. So
you already got the hitting on ladies part down. You're almost there.
Like, Teddy's whole thing was that, like, it turned out he existed because that TV world existed. So I'm kind of wondering if that's the same shit with Morgana. And, like, the reason you don't have any of these memories is because you didn't exist before you just exist in that cognition world. You weren't a person. And so I feel like you're gonna get real upset later about that. And you're unstable enough. Like, Teddy was sad about it. You're insistent about it. I'm worried that when we get to a point where you're like, oh shit, I'm not a real boy, that you're gonna have a problem. And I don't know exactly what I think that problem's, how that's gonna manifest, but I don't think it's gonna be good. I don't know. I get bad heebie-jeebies. Like,
we'll put it up on the big board.
There we go.
Well, motorcycles are nice too, but it can't carry large numbers of people.
I mean, it was a big motorcycle.
I really am special after all.
Yes, you're a special little boy.
Yeah, this feels like you looking for validation. So yes.
Carrie? No. Take somewhere?
What the fuck are you on about?
Something just crossed my mind. It's no use. I can't remember it all. There's nothing I can do about it if I can't remember.
At least you're politely staying awake to listen to your cat talk to you.
Yeah, fair.
I need to concentrate on Kaneshiro for now.
But from, like, a body language perspective, you're giving the vibes of, please shut up so I can go to sleep. The arms are crossed, the leg is up. Like, you're very much in, please leave me alone.
Okay, here's the other thing about me laying down in bed is right now I got bare feet. But, like, my bare feet are much less defined than Makoto's bare feet that freaked me out in that other cutscene were. Why? Like, the fact that they made her feet detailed enough where you could see individual toes was clearly a choice. Because it's not happening here.
And streamer Jen is coming through with the focus on feet. Which was something I didn't think I was going to say today, but here we are.
I'm just full of surprises.
But man, you really do have something special.
Polygon. Is that the thing I have?
Meet Morp Robot.
Blork. Every time.
Every time. I don't know.
You really do have something special. What, undefined feet?
Just got lucky having undefined feet.
Looks like I better step up my game too.
Yes, please do. Oh, shit. That's fine.
Well, at least you don't have to go back to present to talk to the prosecutor. About your
That was
talking
the
to.
other thing I was afraid of. I was like, I'm just trying to sleep. I don't want to talk to her. Kitty talk. Negotiation with the animal type shadow fails. You can try again. Okay, well then it's not really a failure. Like, I just got a legendary resistance to talking to animals.
You did. Good thing there's a lot of animal persona. I'm not being facetious.
Oh, okay.
A lot of them are animals. You know, it's a special ability.
After we deal with Kaneshiro, I should consult her about mementos too.
The special ability, Jamf has this superpower.
Okay.
Where she is able to get upgrades just everywhere.
Oh shit, does she want to come with us to the airport next week?
Maybe you might meet her at the airport. So for her birthday, I mentioned that we went out to a restaurant and had all the people watching escapades. The following day, she is a big enjoyer of tea. And there was a hotel in downtown Nashville that every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday they have high tea in the afternoon. So like nice tea with like the 3-tiered tray of like sandwiches and little pastries and other fun things. And she got a group of her friends together because, we all have families and it's difficult to coordinate calendars. So she got to have like her best friends in Nashville all together having lovely high tea while, the kids are at home with the husbands, and, took the girls to the soccer games, and, we had a good time. So part 2 of that was that if she was already downtown, that we would just, get a room at the hotel and then, go out to, eat again with her brother and her sister-in-law. And, my parents were watching the girls. I have my bag. I'm going downtown to the hotel. And she texts me the room number, and I go up, open, and like, I was there when we booked it. It was just a, king bed in a single room. I opened the door. Jen, it was a suite.
Nice.
Multi-room suite. And I see her, and my first thought wasn't like, wow, this is amazing, or happy birthday. Goes, what did you do? Like, I'm looking at this like, what happened? And she, like, what she does is anytime she books like a reservation or anything, she always puts like what is there a special occasion? So like on our honeymoon, she, like, everywhere we went, she wrote, it's our honeymoon, it's our honeymoon, it's our honeymoon. We got a ton of free stuff. Or it's my birthday and we're having high tea in your hotel. And they're just like, yeah, give them a suite.
That's incredible.
Just this amazing suite of like, wow. And like, but my first thought was like, okay, like, did they like comp it to you, or they're like, oh yeah, we'll give them the suite because it's available, but like they're going to pay for it. It was my biggest fear. They did the long of it is they did comp it. So,
nice.
Yeah, but yeah, that was my first. Just like this, what did you do?
Incredible.
But yeah, she has.
I'm
Like,
sure
it's just
Makoto's
amazing.
brain
Everywhere we
can-
go, just upgrades left and right. So that's the other corner of our alignment chart thing, is the ability to get free upgrades everywhere.
So we've got the Dunning-Kruger versus imposter syndrome, and free upgrades is opposite of
The Mandela effect of imagining something is there, but it's really not.
God, there's a lot going on there. Oh, this
And then
chart's
well adjusted is in the middle.
There we
True neutral.
Oh, I did fall asleep. I went from being respectful for the conversation to fucking falling asleep. Wow.
Well, you fell asleep the minute that you leveled up your social link. You're like, my job is done here.
I have accomplished what I need
We
to.
got Yusuke, and now Makoto. This guy has quite the luck. Could there be some
Weird
reason
feet,
for
though.
it?
But yeah, a lot of luck.
His like toes are all webbed and it's just a big one blob.
Nah, that can't be.
Ooh, more people think you're just.
Oh yeah. Uh-oh.
I'm sorry for asking you here like this.
I mean, this is a private. Oh my god, do we get to start meeting in this room because it's a private room? That'd be fucking great. That'd be so much better than the fucking roof or the goddamn fucking train station.
Oh no, it isn't a problem. I actually find it refreshing to be asked to the student council room,
That sounds sarcastic.
although it's somewhat nerve-wracking as well.
I think I'm a bit nervous myself. Anyway, I wanted to apologize. I'm really sorry for everything.
What do you mean?
You know, how I blamed you for Kamoshida's sexual harassment?
You did what? No.
Well, I
What?
wanted to apologize for that. I've honestly been meaning to this whole time.
It's not just because you have a really cool
Kamaki-san.
persona and can kick my ass now, but
It's not because I'm afraid of you or anything.
I realized later that Shiho was calling out for me, and I wasn't there to help her. I didn't want to admit my own guilt. So I took it out on you, Nijima-senpai. I'm very sorry.
There is no need for
I don't know
that.
why, but when she, like, with just the speed with which she did the bow, I was, like, wanting her head to smack the table so hard.
bonk.
In fact, I think the two of us are pretty similar.
Huh?
You know how we
was
had
unable to
the
save anyone.
the buffet as like our
Not
background
Suzui-san,
for like long
And not any of
conversations?
Kanashiro's
I think
victims.
that scene would have been really fun. Just like how long can she hold the bow?
I kept telling myself I wasn't at fault because I was simply following orders. But that was all a lie. I felt like I would be admitting my own worthlessness had I not shifted the blame off of myself. Fear of that worthlessness was probably why I acted so harshly toward you and
For
your
anyone
friends.
who is playing a drinking game of the word worthless tonight,
Yeah.
I hope you have a ride home.
I'm deeply sorry as well.
Not
I
enough to
see.
get up and bow, but you know, that's fine. It's fine.
In
Awkward
that case,
silence.
Wanna call it even?
Even?
You
Oh
mean,
yeah,
like,
because I've been
Monday?
keeping score.
How about we leave this
Wait,
conversation?
wait,
you mean,
wait,
like-
wait. Did you just say like Monday?
I did.
Monday's odd and you know it.
I do. Not that it matters, because it's all nonsense to me.
If you're gonna make fun of the nonsense, you gotta at least get it right.
No, I don't. I'm a white man, remember?
That was good. All right, forgiven.
Oh, but one more thing. You're not worthless, Nijima-senpai.
Drink. Ooh.
You were a bit reckless, but you're the reason we found a way into Kanashiro's palace. And you even obtained the power to change people's hearts. You did that all yourself, Nijima-senpai.
That way of thinking is very much like you, Takamaki-san. When you confronted me about Suzui-san, I realized how dishonest and small I was. You're always very direct. That's what helped me finally realize the error of my ways. It turns out I'm a little slow on the uptake at times. Hey, can I call you on?
Yeah. I'm going to do the same. Makoto. Ah, that's so embarrassing.
How about we get something to eat before we go home for the night?
Oh, I know a place. There's a crepe shop at Central Street that totally stuffs their crepes.
Do you want to
No, we're going to the palace tonight. How dare you go get food first?
I like how she's like, "Do you want to split one?" And An's like, "No, I'm eating one myself. I'll split a second one with you."
Let's each get a whole one, and then we can go half and half on those.
Oh, yes, let's.
That was close. That was close. You almost got it. It was really close.
Oh God. Oh, it's chalk thrower. Shit.
Are you ready?
I don't know if I'm ready because I don't know which button it is. So I'm gonna try to hit all of them at once.
There you go.
Okay.
Yes, Ashley, that's exactly what happened. Because whatever happens in the student council room stays in the student council room, which is why it should be your hideout.
Just treat me the same way you shoot anyone else. All right, fucker, let's go. Oh, on. Oh no. Ryuji's imagination is too vivid for you to say that. Especially with your winky face.
Yep.
Oh, bad.
Hey!
Okay, here we go, here we go. Alright. I'm gonna go for these 4 buttons.
Okay, that sounds like a plan. Did it! You actually did it!
Okay, so it's one of these 4 buttons. Holy shit! I was so casual about it too. And I
You got
got
2 charm
points for it. That's incredible. Oh my god.
I like how Liz, I never lie about Persona. You know that.
All right.
Mission start.
I do appreciate that shows up on the whiteboard. What's back here? It's still that guy.
I'll just
Okay.
add this.
All right.
So, before you call the stream, there is one little detail that I absolutely adore about this game.
Okay.
So, On and Makoto said that they were going to go to Central Street to get crepes. If you go to Central Street right now, you can find them getting crepes.
Oh my
It's such a small-
god.
it's such a small detail that they didn't have to do, but the fact that they did it,
That's awesome.
yeah.
Oh, I was gonna try to look. I wanted to look at the group chat because I forgot in the last few to look and see if her background is black or not. I meant to do that. Okay. Well, that's awesome that that's there. I will maybe remember that in 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks,
'Cause
I
we,
will help. Well, I don't know if I can. I'll have to remind you before stream because I obviously won't be on when you start.
Yeah. Oh, that's not the button I wanted.
Oh, where am I going? Ah!
Close enough. All right. Hey, everybody. Thanks for being here for ranting about, God, so many things. Mac and cheese
islands.
skins, and islands,
And people watching.
and people watching. Okay, so, like I just alluded to, first of all, James, thank you for being here. My camera
Thanks
has
for
been
having me.
so blurry, randomly. Why are you doing this? Come back. There we go.
I'm glad we finally got to meet your D&D Breach inspiration.
There's a lot of Gwen energy coming from Makoto in the palaces. Oh boy. Yeah, Camera's also ready for vacation. So if you've missed it over the last couple of streams, or in the Discord or whatever, I am actually taking a vacation for the first time in so there will be no streams next week.